Hey, Lincoln.
The following program contains themes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
Oh my God, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, everybody, now that you're listening to Mike TrashTalkingRadio.com, the best in the business. Say it so much.
Wrestling fans throughout radio land, listen to Trash Talking Radio at TrashTalkingRadio.com. Every Tuesday from 7 to 10 o'clock, you hear guys like myself, the you gambling guys come out. That's my story.
That Trash Talking Radio show from 7 to whenever we get done. It's like you just a screwdriver. Contract, roast, beef, this will never shine. The other half of the rock and wrestling connection. That's the champion guys losing away together forever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ivan Koloff. I am here to tell you about talking trash. With the trash, 7 to 10. Tuesday night, you got to listen in. It's the best around, the best in town. Alright, hey, this is the Animal Sundance, and welcome. If you know what's good for you, listen to Trash Talking Radio. Or else.
Everybody, you're watching Trash Talking Radio. This is Hulk Hogan. What do you got to say about Trash Talking Radio? I gotta say that I just bought Trash Talking Radio. You're out of the picture, dude. This is my show, and you better watch because what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan's brand new Trash Talking Radio runs wild on you?
This is the Vital Idol, and you're listening to Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday from 7 to 10 at TrashTalkingRadio.com. Vital Idol tells you it's got to be true, and when it's on the internet, it's got to be real. It's Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday from 7 to 10. I am the top of pop, the king of swing, the international rock star way above par, the host with the most, Mr. Tuesday Night, the Vital Idol, classic like trash, and thank you very much.
Being done? Don't make too much noise for Papa.
It is Trash Talking Radio. It is Tuesday night. It is the best night of the week, and as soon as I figure out how to do, here we go. You'd think I know how to do this after all these years, but hey, you know, sometimes. Doug, how you doing?
I am doing well, Michael. How are you?
I am doing good too. As crazy as it's been around here, it's just another day in the neighborhood, you know.
We've had the kids since last Wednesday. My daughter Rashenda has pneumonia.
Oh,
So
no.
we've been parenting.
Oh, boy. You thought that was over already.
I thought that was over.
Yeah, I got to move you over a little bit. You're a little leaning into the product here. Actually, let's see. I'll just move you just a hair over. Oh, no, I can't do it that way. How can I do that? I can do it. Can I do it this way without disrupting things? Yeah, I can move you over just a little bit. There you go. All right. There we go. We got you where you need to be. There. Yeah. It's been crazy here. We had our first joint. Was that our first joint show? Yeah, I think it was our first joint show this past weekend, last Friday, with the Monster Factory, and we did pretty good. It was fun. And this week we're going to do another one with the Monster Factory, and we're actually doing a ref seminar on Saturday, so I can learn all there is to know about being a ref, even though I've refed before. You know, there's tricks of the trade that I don't know. Usually when I ref, I don't ref like a real ref. I ref like a guy that pretends to be a ref, and usually I ref like a heel ref, like I do bad things when I'm a ref. So now I'll learn how to do it right.
After all these years, right?
Yeah. I'm too old to get in the ring and do it too much. But if you remember last summer, I think it was, I did a ref job where I was a bad guy going in and a good guy coming out. So, it's kind of fun. So it's nice to be versatile like that and be able to do things like that I never would have imagined myself doing. I've refed a couple matches, but then, I've also wrestled a couple matches too. So, but anyway, that's how fun it gets to be here. So, let's see. Let me get my notes and see what we're doing tonight, because I know I have a bunch of them. I just didn't remember what I wrote. Let's see. Need to go here and see what the beginning is. Oh, I got this. So I got this. Do you know LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a letter from someone on LinkedIn. I'll read it to you. You'll find it funny or interesting. Dear Vital, that starts. That tells you they probably don't know me, but okay. I consider you the greatest Hall of Famer, producer and director and actor. That's how it started. And I thought, okay, this guy definitely doesn't know me. And it says, I have a bachelor's degree in business management and film and motion pictures productions, modeling and dance, and music, guitar player, and drums. Please write me a letter and business card signed, autographed by all cast members and actresses and actors. My birthday wish is a DVD and movies scripts signed, autographed by all cast members, actresses, and actors, mailed to, and then he gives me his name. And I thought, okay, he obviously doesn't know me, because if I was somebody in the industry, I'd probably try to help him out, but I can't be considered the greatest Hall of Famer producer and director and actor, and he hasn't obviously seen any of my work. I mean, I think I have some good stuff, but I am far from Hall of Famer in any of that. But I wrote him back saying, hey, I don't really have anything I can send you, because, I mean, my actors are across the country, so it'd be really difficult to get them a signed script and all that stuff. So, and I don't know that I would want to give out my script before I get a deal with anybody. But it was an interesting email. So,
I got someone who wants to talk to you, Mike.
Well, bring him in.
Here.
There he is. Wow, he's growing up.
Hang on, let me put this in his ear.
All right.
Put this in your ear.
Here we go.
Can you hear?
I
Hears?
Yeah,
I hear him. How you doing?
good.
You're on the radio. Guess what? You're a star now.
Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are listening to you right now.
Yeah.
But I've been on here before.
It was probably about 3. Don't worry about it.
So how's school? Are you going to school? You're going to school, right? Yeah, you're going. He's teaching you, right?
Yeah, he's going to my school.
Oh boy, you got problems.
He doesn't know how bad I did in school.
Yeah, well, he'll do at least as good as you.
Who's your favorite? Something big happened today in wrestling last night. What was so big that happened last night?
John Cena's Sunday champion?
Yeah. He got he has now held every belt in the men's division of wrestling, and makes him the world's greatest wrestler of all time.
So is there a wrestling Hall of Fame?
Yes. Yeah, he's actually going to, I'm sure he's going to get in it. He can't, they don't induct active wrestlers. So when he retires, he'll probably get inducted this year. And he's been out of it for a while anyway, but I just watched the season of Peacemaker on HBO. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd season. So I like that show. Do you like John Cena?
Yeah, he's okay.
He's okay. Who's your favorite?
Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. Yeet. Yeet.
Tell him how many wrestlers you have right now.
Like 130.
Wow. That's awesome.
He's a collector.
Do you have the Classy Mike Trash wrestling doll?
No.
Do you want one?
Yeah, he's got them all in his. He's got about 1,000 in his garage.
No, I don't.
No, he does.
Wait, he has a wrestler?
Nobody wants him. That's why.
Yeah, nobody wants me. I'm that's
I
why.
want one.
That's why I went into music again.
I want one.
You do? Oh, I have some here somewhere. But yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I collected to actually. Oh, you've seen them in the studio. I have some sitting to the left of where you, or to the right of where you sit.
Yeah.
Those are. Every time I look over there, I think maybe I ought to dust down here someday. But I can't even do that now.
That would ruin the ambiance. Mike.
Well, right now, if you saw this studio, you'd say, "What in the world are you doing?" I got major monitors and I got all kinds of things I use to try to fix the studio. And right now, it looks like the audio's working. It's funny because a friend of mine listened to the show last week, and he said when he first turned it on, it was echoing. And remember, it was echo. I had to turn off little by little. I had to figure out which ones were echoing. And he said it was funny because when you finally figured it out, everything was great. So, except that I froze then, and so we don't have to do that this week, hopefully. It looks like the sound's going through the way it's supposed to, and it doesn't look like it's over. When we first came on, it was distorted, but I turned that down quickly before, because I can't really tell because of the way that this is working, how it distorts and how it keeps doing all the weird things. So anyway, so
you watch Monday night and Friday night? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get pay-per-view?
Yeah, I watch pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I actually have some of my wrestlers here.
Yeah, we brought wrestlers from the house, so he has something to do while he's here.
That's cool. Well, I think
his life consists of YouTube, iPad, and wrestlers.
I could bring some here right now.
it sounds like a good.
Go get one of your favorites?
Go get...
Yeah, go get one of your favorites and come back.
Wait, how many?
3. No more than 3.
Your top 3, your favorite 3. Yeah, that would work. That's funny. He's such a good kid.
He is a good kid.
That's funny.
He takes after me. He's a great kid.
No, really, seriously. He's a good kid. No. Oh
If you
man.
only knew, Mike. If you only knew.
Yeah, I know. While he's gone, I want to play this video. You'll get to see the video. You won't get to hear the video, but it's a cool video. It's a dog video. Well, oh no, it's not. Is this a dog video? Hold on. I thought this was a dog video. Wait a minute. Oh, where is it? It said dog video. Darn it. Maybe it's not a dog video. Dog leads owner to leaf pile. Oh, that's what it was. A dog led his a leaf pile, and in it was this right here, this bird who happened to be, if we get down here, an eagle or a raven. Is that a raven? But the dog, basically saved that bird. I thought it was kind of cool. There he is. An owl. Oh, that's an owl. Sorry. Hey, who's that?
This is Evie.
I met her.
Little 3-year-old granddaughter.
I met her, I think. But I met her when she was like 1.
Yeah, she's a scared little girl, I mean. But she wanted to be in the picture too, so.
Well, she's always welcome to be in the show.
Yeah.
How old is she?
Yeah, why don't you go and bring your brother back?
How old is she?
She is 3.
Wow.
I don't have anything.
What do we got? Who we got? I bet
Who
you
we got here?
Bet we got Jay Uso, right?
Yeah.
What else you got? Who else you got?
I got this.
There he is. That's
Oh,
Jay.
Jay. Yeah, that's a pretty good. They've really come a long way in making those things. They used to not look like the guys at all, but now they look a lot like them. That's very good.
Who else you got?
AJ Styles.
AJ's awesome. I like him. I've known him for 20 years, and he was on the show originally when I used to do wrestling.
He interviewed him.
Yeah, I even have his phone number in my. I don't know if it's still good,
Who
but
else you got?
Logan Paul.
oh, I like Logan actually. I think he's a good bad guy. You actually like bad guys then, huh?
Yeah, he likes bad guys.
I
Ah.
like Logan Paul.
But I gotta say, I do like Logan Paul a lot more than I thought I would. But it's because he is actually a compassionate man. When he's not being the bad guy, he actually is a pretty cool guy. So I actually don't mind him. In the beginning, I didn't like him, and then I started watching his show on HBO, and it shows the other side of him. And I can't hate on the guy because the guy's doing what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to make us not like him. So, and he's young. And actually, as young as he is, he picked up wrestling really quickly. So I'm going to say, as quick as he's done that, he really believes in his craft. He's not just most celebrities when they do something with wrestling, they just I don't know they're just kind of jerks about it, and they're not. I don't know. They don't take it seriously. He's actually taken it seriously, and when you watch. What's that?
Wait. I have actually like a lot of the titles, so the wrestling like titles.
Okay, that's good. I've got belts too. I've got I got those boxing belts.
I mean for like this action figure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I.
He's got a ring. He's got a ring, and he's got belts, and he's got action figures. Over 100 of them.
Wow.
Boys into wrestling.
That's awesome. Well, there's something to be said for that.
One day when you're a little older, we'll get you down to his school.
Yeah, that school's you would like that. We got 2 rings in our school, and we got people that are learning how to wrestle. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. I like the.
Why don't you go out and live with your sister?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good seeing you again.
Bye to every single person that's watching.
That works. Yeah, we had people watching on I'm looking at Twitter and not Twitter, Twitch. And we actually had people watching on our Twitch show. So that's cool. Not a ton of people, but you know, I haven't used Twitch in probably 3 or 4 years, so it's good to see that they're actually remembering who I am. So, all right. Well, let's get this show going.
My favorite part's coming up, right?
Yes, actually. Now that I wasn't going to do it, but you said since it's your favorite part, guess we got to do it then. Thought you were tired of doing it, so I wasn't going to do that to you again. Yeah, I'm sure you believe that. Actually, you should know a lot of these. You should know, I would say you know just about, I think there might be one that you don't know. So, here we go. Matthew McConaughey.
55.
Oh, wow. You're pretty good. 56, actually. I didn't bring his picture up, but that was pretty good. I didn't know he was that much younger than me. I thought he was around my age, so that kind of caught me off guard. How about this one? The Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio. Hold on, I'm bringing him up. There he is.
37.
37. Do you know that Happy Days was when we were kids? I mean, you know.
Oh.
He was Happy Days. Yeah, he was what was his name? Stupid name. Oh, it's a stupid name. I can't remember his name on there. But anyway, yeah, he was the Chachi. Chachi was his name.
Chachi.
And Chachi loves Joni. That was in the early 80s with Chachi and Joni, I think.
So he's got to be 65.
There you go. And that is 64. Yeah, that's a winner. See, you're doing good. Kathy Griffin. She was let me bring her up. She's a controversial person. She had gotten in trouble for, what was it? She had the president.
She cut the president's head.
Yes, that's what it was. I was trying to think if that was her, but yeah, that's her.
She's got to be 65.
You're right on the nose on these. I've never seen you so good. This is the one you may not know. You might know, you might not know. Jeff Probst. Now, he was the guy that did Survivor. He was the host. And remember, Survivor was like, I never watched it either, but he was on Survivor for like 25 years. So that gives you an idea how old he is.
Let's say 25 years. I did it when he was 30, so let's say 59.
Close. You're within the 5 years, 64. All right.
Okay.
Here's a name for the past. And maybe I should just bring her up and see if you remember her. Tatum O'Neal.
Tatum is 76.
Her dad might be. She's not.
I don't know. I don't know Tatum O'Neal.
62. All right, next one. That's the first one you did wrong. Kris Jenner.
Chris is see a picture.
Keep in mind. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Keep in mind that she was married to Caitlyn Jenner.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, you probably are going to be low, so I'm just telling you.
72.
72. Oh, that's good. You got it. 70, or she's 70. So, hold on. I got to do one thing. I didn't put this in my stream yet. Forgot about that. Let's get this put in. Let's see. Here we go. Boom. All right. Now it'll be in my. I forgot to put it on my page. It's still in the stream, just not where it's in the Trash Talking Radio stream, but now it's in my page. Okay. That was okay. This guy here, I haven't heard anything out of this guy for years. Sinbad, a comedian. He was also in Sinbad.
Yeah.
He looks probably like this nowadays.
He's got to be in his 70s.
He has to be just about in his 70s. 69. Tracy Morgan. Comedian with Saturday Night Live. Got hit by a Walmart truck and made a lot of money on a Walmart truck.
62.
57. You're within the range here. Here's one that you probably haven't heard her name in ages. Mackenzie Phillips. Her parents were in the Mamas and Papas. And she was in, what was the show she was in? She was in One Day at a Time, I think it is. There's...
Oh, I have no idea.
She actually aged... She's actually aged fairly well for a woman that's been that had the drug problems that she had.
I didn't know she had drug problems.
Oh, she had serious drug and alcohol problems.
I don't know. Maybe 59.
66. I'm surprised she's not older than that, because I thought when I saw her, when I used to watch her, I was a teenager. And her and Valerie Bertinelli. Yeah, they were in that One Day at a Time, and I was in love with Valerie Bertinelli. You know, everybody was, but you know, I still would have taken her too. Yeah, she had some serious drug and alcohol issues, but I think she's clean now. Leonardo DiCaprio. Now,
Leonardo.
Keep in mind, yeah, I was going to say, this is him as a young kid. So, he's more like, let's see if we got any old ones with him. I don't think he didn't grow old. He's still growing, so I guess can't really say that he's growing old. He probably looks like this.
63.
No, he's 51. I thought he was closer to the 60s too, but here's the last one. You're doing good this week, by the way. This is probably the best week you've had. I think you've been studying. Do you know who that is?
I know her from the one picture. Is that Demi Moore?
That is Demi Moore.
That is Demi Moore.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Demi's got to be in her late 50s.
Very late 50s. 63. I'll give you that one. You did pretty good. You only really didn't get one. I mean, out of all these, you were within the margin of error. So you did pretty good. Back when Charlie Kirk got shot and Kimmel got pulled off the air, Sinclair is part of the company that part of Disney's network that wanted Kimmel off the air. They reached out to the widow, and they just they said, how can we make it right? That to me shows some integrity.
Yeah, it does.
And they were Sinclair is like a pretty big piece of their network. So they didn't just sit down and let it ride. They decided they were actually going to check with her and see if there was anything to make it right. So and they to apologize for that. That that's. Oh, by the way, that interview that they did an interview on Fox News that played last week, November 5th, with Erica. That's kind of cool that they gave her a chance. And you know what? That woman is classy. She accepted the apology. She it just was really. It made me feel pretty good that she actually didn't hold a grudge and stuff.
Well, he buried well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I never really knew much about him till he died, unfortunately. But I just think that it was something that she was able to talk about that. So let's see here. Next, David Beckham. Did you hear about what happened to him?
No.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Soccer star. He didn't do anything bad. Well, I'm used to telling you bad things. He's going to be knighted. King Charles is knighting him.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I guess he has been knighted already by the looks of the video. So, I think that's cool. That's a guy I actually know who he is that plays soccer. He's probably the only name I know of people that play soccer. So, that's cool. All right. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame people have been announced. I don't know if you've heard that or not.
No.
If not, you heard it here first. You'll probably like some of the people that are going to be inducted. Hold on here. Gotta get rid of some of these things that we did already. All right. We have Cyndi Lauper, the White Stripes. Let's see who else. Oh, hey, wait. That's not. Here we are. Wait, where's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing? Oh, I may have hit the wrong one. That one. This one's it. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. Chappelle Rowan will induct Cyndi Lauper. Donald Glover will induct Outkast. Elton John will perform a tribute song to the late Brian Wilson. Let's see here. It'll stream live on Disney and will become available on Hulu the day after. I always liked the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they, used to do things that weren't. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so along with Lauper and Outkast, now I'm having all these issues. The inductees will be Bad Company, well deserved. I love doing Bad Company music. It's awesome. Chubby Checker, Soundgarden, Joe Cocker, Salt and Pepper, White Stripes, Carol Kay. I don't know who that is, Carol Kay. Nicky Hopkins, don't know who that is. Lenny Waronker, I don't know who that is. Tom Bell and Warren Zevon. Warren Zevon, man, that's a long time coming. He died a while ago. They usually wait till they die and then induct them. So, it's good to see that he's going to be involved. Says,
I knew about two of those people.
Yeah. Oh, you knew. In other words, you don't know those acts. Most of those.
Most of those I don't know.
I know you know Bad Company.
Yeah.
And Cyndi Lauper. I know them. You probably know Warren Zevon.
Nope.
Really? Wolves of London?
My music taste until recently ended about mid-70s.
You don't know Werewolves of London?
Oh, yeah, I know them.
Yeah, that's him.
That's
him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's not known for a lot of really... He's known for some songs, but, I mean, I don't know a lot of his songs. I think I know two of his songs. We actually wrote a song that was Werewolves of Alabama, which was that Werewolves of London. It was Steve Miller's Take the Money and Run, and it was Sweet Home Alabama. So anyway, you know who Chubby Checker is.
Yeah.
Soundgarden, I'm surprised you don't know who that is. But they were big in the 90s. Joe Cocker, you know him. You know who he is.
Just listened to him yesterday.
Joe Cocker. We used to do What Would You Do If I Sang Out of Tune? We used to do it like Joe Cocker. That was a good song. That's probably the only other.
Do you do the hand movements? Do you do the hand
Yeah. I used to like do the. When I was with Ken, we used to do a lot of really cool stuff. We used to do some pretty funny stuff. But yeah, that was the people that are a lot of those people. I don't really necessarily like a lot of the people being inducted for their music, but I respect them because of what they've done. So.
Persevered.
Yeah, because it's something I never really was able to do. So, I didn't want that to be the thing. Okay. It says separately, the Recording Academy yesterday announced nominees for the 2026 Grammy Awards. They'll be presented February 1st. Kendrick Lamar leads with 9 nominations, followed by Lady Gaga, who's up for 7 awards. So, the rest of the nominees, this is for the Recording Academy, or the Grammys. Let's see who else is, since I'm talking about. Oh, I may not have all that stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay. The nominees are Chappelle Rowan. I don't even know who that is. Don't even know who this is. Doechii, Carol G, Mumford & Sons, Sabrina Carpenter, Sam Smith, and more. I know and more. And more, I've met that person. All right. Do you know who Antonio Brown is?
He's a football player, wide receiver.
Do you know what he's in the news for?
No, I don't.
Oh, do you like him?
Well, he was a good player. I'm not like a fan.
Okay, you won't be a fan.
Very good player.
I don't think you'll be a fan anymore. He pleads not guilty to attempted murder charges after being extradited to the United States. He's facing charges stemming from a May incident at a celebrity boxing event in Miami. An attorney representing the NFL said on its behalf, in response to attempted murder with a firearm he's facing after a May shooting. Brown was on his way to Florida via transfer from a New Jersey jail this week after being extradited from Dubai to the United States to face trial. Why would you go to Dubai? Dubai would seem like a very high profile place to go. I think I'd find a better place than that.
Well, we're not taking into account intelligence here.
Yeah, well, then again, he has more money than I do too. So maybe not anymore. So, all right, then.
He's going to spend it on legal.
Yeah.
He's probably going to go broke with legal defense.
Yeah, that's a sad part. I mean, not sad if he's guilty. So do you think you're aging well?
No.
No?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was in a boot for 7 months and I couldn't work out or anything, so.
Yeah, but,
It kind of killed the old aging well.
But, I mean, aging well means, like, I don't think well, for the most part, I think I'm doing well. Other than the aches and pains and all that, I think I'm aging well where I can play a guy 50. So I consider that aging well. I think you look good. I think I think you're aging well. Anyway, the reason I'm asking is that 49% of the surveyed Americans ages 65 or older say they're aging extremely or very well. So, I guess you're not on that list because you don't think you are.
Not on that list. Well, I tell you, I think I'm aging. I think I'm keeping young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
because I have, I homeschool my grandson, so, I mean, 6, 7 is all we do. 6, 7. That's all we do right now. It keeps me young.
Well, I think it's a good thing for you too, because I think you like spending time with them too. That helps.
I do. I enjoy it.
For me, that would be like torture. I'm not.
Well, like at night we go in and I lay down in bed with him and we read books, and he asked me what we were reading about colonial America last night. He's asking me all these questions, and I mean it keeps me on.
Well, I
gotta look it up. I gotta be prepared because of the questions he asks.
All you got to do is look at your history.
I mean, I did it. I lived it. So.
That's right. That's right. I'm right behind you. Warner Brothers, and of course, I don't know if you know. Well, I shouldn't assume you know this. Warner Brothers is up for sale.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that or not. I found it. I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that article. It's. I want to see if that article, if I have 2 articles on that or 1. I think I have. Okay, that must be the one I have. Okay. So they're up for sale. So now Warner Brothers is part of. I think. Let me think about this. Am I going to do this right? It's part of the Disney group, but they're not Disney. They're just part of the. Like Disney, HBO, Turner, and all them, they work together real closely. So, but right now, Warner Brothers, it says here, after Warner Brothers tacked up a for sale sign, things have gone quiet. And it says, too quiet. That may be because the bankers are now involved. So I think they're in trouble and actually Paramount, if you remember, I don't know if you remember, Paramount went up for sale recently too. So, but I think Paramount's now stable. I think Paramount was owned by, what's his, I forget his name now. I think I had an article on him. Let me just make sure. Warren Buffett owned Paramount, I think, or had something to do with Paramount. Anyway, in recent days, supposedly they scooped that Netflix has hired Moelis and Company, while Comcast has tapped Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley started crunching the numbers. Now, they're all going in contendership for Warner Brothers. I mean, Warner Brothers has a great giant catalog of material of movies and stuff, so it's very valuable to some people. So given what Comcast and Netflix have said on earnings calls, which aren't surprising, the question is whether Paramount's David Ellison, Ellison, not Warren Buffett, can pull off a buy of Warner Brothers outright before it splits. Now, if Warner Brothers splits, it's not going to be worth quite as much, but if they stay together, it certainly could be a big brand to have. So, it says the contenders for buying Warner Brothers is Paramount, Comcast, Netflix, private equity firms, Sony, Apple, and I guess that's it. So those are the places that are looking to pick up Warner Brothers. So if Netflix picks up, can you imagine they have unlimited movies then? Well, not unlimited, but they'd have the Warner Brother movies. So, and in fact, that would include probably like Bugs Bunny and that, aren't they Warner Brothers?
Yeah, they're Warner Brothers.
So that would be a big thing to have if they ended up getting that. There's a classic rock band that you do know that's on their final tour. Do you know who that is?
No.
It's one that, it's a shame because all the bands that we watched are either dead or going on their last tour. But anyway, this one is Journey.
Ah, Journey's on their last tour.
Yeah, the Final Frontier tour. They're going to make stops in Columbus and Cincinnati, and there's no date for Cleveland. The announcements will begin February 28th in Hershey, and it'll wrap up July 2nd in Laredo. So, yeah. That's crazy to think about that. These are all bands that we grew up with, and it's weird to think about them retiring, especially when I'm thinking, well, Neil Schon is 71, so I guess he's had enough of touring, and then probably has enough money to live on for the rest of his life.
I think he might. I don't think he's hurting unless
I
he
think
does too bad.
he'll need some loans to get through. He's going to live on Social Security. I think that's not true, but oh man. So last week, was it last week? No, the week before was Halloween, right? When was last?
No, it was last week.
Was it last week? Did I play last week?
No, it must have been the week before because today's the 11th already. So
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I have some Halloween stuff left over. Most popular Halloween costumes this year. I think number one is going to be the Mike Trash gimmick. They're all going to wear Mike Trash stuff. But let's see what it was. According to Spirit Hollywood, the most popular costumes. Oh, I wasn't sold in that. Let's see. You know what? I told you who I was, right? That's why.
You were.
Oh, now I see what I did wrong. Okay, I did do something wrong. I started the wrong computer. That's why it's giving me a little error here and there. I should have started the recording on that computer. Dummy. Oh, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I should write this stuff down. Anyway, most popular costumes. K-pop Demon Hunters, whatever that is. Wicked.
Wicked, well, I would imagine, yeah.
Did you see Wicked?
No.
You know what Wicked is, right?
Right. She becomes a good witch.
Well, it tells you why she became a bad witch. And actually, it was played on Peacock. I saw it live. I saw it many years ago. One of our vendors that I was working with bought us tickets at Broadway. And it was a pretty impressive live show. Superheroes. Oh, come on. I hate when things pop up like that. That's from the Fantastic Four. Creepy characters. Yeah, well, there's always the creepy ones. Anytime there's a clown involved, there's a creepy one. Squid Game. See any of the Squid Game stuff?
No.
It's weird. Squid Game was really weird. Hey, there he is again. He knows Squid Game.
You know Squid Games?
Squid Games, yeah.
Yeah, you know Squid Games?
I've watched it.
You've watched it, huh?
No, I haven't. I have not watched it.
Let me ask him if he knows. What do you know who that is? This guy here?
Creepy clown?
Yeah, I think it was Terrifier, might be. Do you know who this is?
No.
That's from Fantastic Four. Do you know who that is? Oh,
The Wicked Witch?
oh yes, actually, she is the Wicked Witch. And do you know who that is?
Rooney from K-pop.
See, he knows. I didn't know. He knows. Let's see if he knows any more of them. Because I have no clue who any of these people. Well, a few of those I knew. Let's see. And that we talked about. Okay. You know who that is, right?
love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, that's correct. And that's all the ones we got. Oh, well. Well, he did better than we did.
He did better than we did.
Yeah, I had no clue who any of them were. Well, some of them were. But yeah. All right, let's see. Next one. Did you know that the McDonald's try this again. The McDonald's try it again. Take 3. Did you know the McDonald's Monopoly game returns after 10 years?
Yeah, we were sitting in a McDonald's, Lakin and I, and a guy wanted to give Lakin a Monopoly card or whatever it was, tag or whatever it was. But we didn't play. We didn't know it was back in.
Yeah, they just started September 29th. They announced it, and it started October 6th. So you can get in the game and still maybe win something. Let's see. Next. Stephen King has won an award. The most banned author in U.S. schools. How about that?
Well, I don't know if I don't know. I mean, he's just horror. I mean, I don't want my kids reading horror, but when you get to high school, you know.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, we used to go to see horror movies when I was like 6.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it was.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I guess you got to be.
I'm not for censorship. So.
Yeah, I'm not either, and I don't know. There's certain things I wouldn't have in school. You don't take pornography to school, but all right. Number 1 movie at the box office this week? Any idea?
No idea. Don't even know what's playing.
Believe it or not, a Predator movie.
Oh, I did see it.
A record. It's 40 million in the U.S., 80 million globally. I actually would be interested in seeing that movie. I don't know. I like the original one.
Did they team up together, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I have no idea what it's about. Speaking of which, I watched the Cena. No, wait. Was it Cena? Which one was it? Yeah, the Cena, the TV. Was it? No, wait. Now I'm done. I'm starting to question myself. I think it was the Cena. Yeah, the Cena TV show or HBO show has. Do you remember? What was the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he was a robot? Terminator. Do you remember Did you see Terminator way back then?
I saw them all, yeah, way back then. Yeah.
The guy that played the cop Terminator, that was his dad on Cena's Peacemaker. I made that correlation when I was sitting there watching. I said, why does he look familiar? And I kept thinking about it. And I said, oh, that's him. Okay. That guy also was a really bad, evil guy in Walking Dead. He gets these parts just recently. And he looks, I mean, he's like the rest of us. He's a lot older, like 50 years older. But yeah, he's in that. He's in Cena's TV show, so that's kind of cool. But that was something I thought was really kind of funny. Anyway, so Predator won the week for the top grossing movie. All right, next thing. Come on, let me delete this. Come on, let me delete it. It's not letting me delete it. It wants to be here. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see here. Alex Rodriguez did not always play clean in baseball. there's a new HBO docuseries, Alex versus A-Rod, directed by Gotham Chopra. And it talks about Rodriguez finally comes clean about his off-again performance-enhancing drug PED use and the untruths.
Yeah, like everybody knew it, but he denied it.
What's PED though? I don't. What is that? That's a
performance-enhancing drugs.
Oh, okay. All right, got it. So he came clean on that. It says here throughout his Hall of Fame worthy, go ahead and whatever. Major league career, Alex Rodriguez did not always play clean. In the HBO docuseries Alex vs. A-Rod, directed by Gotham Chara and Eric LeDrew, Rodriguez comes clean on his on-again, off-again performance-enhancing drug. And the untruths he told it along the way. So I guess he's the only one that believed it.
Well, he's the only one that's come clean so far.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the only one that's done that, though, right? I mean, I'm sure that...
No, he's the only one that's admitted it. The rest of them deny it because they want to get into the Hall of Fame.
You saw that they're going to finally let in Pete Rose, right?
Yeah, he's got a special dispensation. His black marks are going to be written up right with his accomplishments.
But he didn't bet on his own team, right? Or did he?
Yeah, see, they have no proof of that. They have proof of him bet.
So the main thing...
He bet on his own team to win.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would bet on the team I'm on to win, too. I mean, unless I'm betting on professional wrestling, then... then you know there's something...
Good guys don't always win.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I'm never a good guy anyway, except now lately I've been a good guy. Says in the doc, as well as in conversation, Rodriguez, now 50, is forthcoming, thoughtful, and an excellent conversationalist. If he'd only been able to tap into this part of himself a decade earlier. I don't know. When did he... How long ago? He retired a while ago, right?
He retired about 38, 39, something in there.
Wow.
About 11 years ago. He's a commentator now for... I forget what station he's on now.
Oh. Okay.
He's a baseball commentator. And he's okay. He's okay at what he does.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's interesting because, you know, you don't want to go down in history as a cheater and stuff like that, but...
Well, they have trouble getting into the Hall. Nobody during the steroid era has made the Hall of Fame yet.
Okay. Interesting.
They're not... The writers, the baseball writers of America, are a very unforgiving group.
Okay.
So even if you would come clean, it wouldn't change their mind.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. They might as well come clean because they're not going to get in anyhow. Not with this current group.
Right.
Maybe posthumously they might get in, but not while they're alive.
Now we're going to talk about one of your favorite singers of all time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We've talked about him a lot. Good old Diddy.
Oh, my.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 articles on Diddy. He reportedly thinks he's in charge behind bars at Fort Dix. He acts like, what's it say? He acts like it's a luxury rehab. So, you know, I just don't get that guy. I just do not get him at all. Says he seems to be living it up at FCI Fort Dix, the facility where he was sent to serve a sentence for prostitution-related offenses. Courts despite spending only a few weeks in prison, the music mogul has already violated several rules. The rapper has allegedly been warned repeatedly about his behavior, but appears uninterested in making any changes. He is currently appealing his case and recently won a decision to fast-track his appeal process. this guy. I just don't know.
He hasn't learned.
Yeah, I wouldn't push. I mean, he seems to be pushing his luck here. He's doing all kinds.
Well, he's not going to get out. He's not going to get a sentence down on good behavior. Put it
Right.
this way.
Yeah, and like the other articles are like he allegedly snuck contraband devices to manage his empire from behind bars.
Well, yeah. That's pretty common.
Yeah, but when you're a high-profile guy, you know they're going to be looking at that. It just seems silly. I mean, if you want to get out, you.
Well, there's cards in there that revere him.
Yeah. That's just insane. The rappers.
Just remember, many of the guards come from the same neighborhoods as the people that they're
Yeah, good point.
supposed to be in control over.
It says here the rapper's already received multiple warnings due to his actions. You know, and this is going to come up. I would imagine that this is going to come up in.
It's going to come up at parole hearing.
Yeah, it's just really weird. The hip hop appears to have ignored the warnings that he's gotten. He's Diddy. He's used to power. An insider said about Diddy's attitude, and power's hard to surrender. He's not rehabbing. He's reinventing the hustle from inside. He bragged to his inmates about getting a pardon next year. I mean, if that happens, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine why he would get a pardon. It comes after reports that claimed that he had been bragging to inmates about possibly receiving a pardon from President Trump. Insiders who spoke to TMZ shared details, adding the rapper has promised to take care of his fellow inmates if the pardon comes through. The possibility of the pardon has first emerged during the rapper's trial. One of his lawyers confirmed in August that they had approached. I just can't imagine him getting a pardon, but you know, I guess stranger things have happened. I don't know. It just seems weird.
I would, I would really be upset with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
If he pardoned Diddy.
I will not vote for him in the third. That's right. I refuse to vote for Trump in his third term if he pardons the rapper, or the fourth. Yeah. Oh man. Let's see here. What was the other one? There was a thing where he was caught supposedly, and they're denying it, with alcohol. Let's see, where is it?
Like I said, prison guards are how you get drugs in.
Yeah. Just weird. Where's it at here? Oh, here. This is the one I found really interesting. I won't bore you with all the other ones that I got, but this one was really interesting. Diddy's been hired to work in prison chapel while serving sentence on prostitution charges.
Oh my goodness. He's working in the chapel.
In the chapel, of all the places, you know. I just I can't imagine. Oh, you know, it just certain things just don't make sense sometimes. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. I'll see it. Didn't come up. Why are we up there? We must be. There we go. I just found it really funny that of all. Okay, let me get rid of all these. I got more stuff, but you can take the floor. Started the show on the wrong computer. Yeah, it's computer. Yeah, it's you want to take the.
You're frozen again.
I'm frozen again. Okay, do you want to take the floor from here?
Sure.
I got stuff, but we can move on to some stuff for you. I got some Trump stuff too.
China has a space station now, right?
I think I knew that. Yeah.
Where 2 of their astronauts are stranded in space.
Oh, geez.
The ISS had what was it, 9 months? We had people stranded in space, and so they're trying to work out a system, and it's probably going to be Elon Musk.
Of course.
Try to have rescue ships available to bring these astronauts back. And,
wow.
It's probably going to be Elon to the rescue.
The
Elon does everything.
The world's most hated and loved person at the same time. I don't even know what to think about that. I mean, everyone busts on him and then they praise him. And you know, he does some stupid stuff and then he does some really cool stuff. So they can't decide whether they like him or not. How many people?
How is the stock doing?
Oh, really good, really good. Actually, last time I looked, it was around 4. Let's see here. Let's look. Let's see what it looks like. Tesla stock. Here we go. Oh, it dropped a little bit today, but 430, 440. It was up to 444. Let's see. It was at 52-week high was 488. So it's bouncing between. It's bouncing about between 440 and 454 or something like that, somewhere around there.
Well, he's recouped his losses.
Sure, yeah. Well, you know about the $1 trillion package he's getting.
Yes. Oh, goodness, yes.
That's only if he does the numbers he needs to do. So, if anybody can do that, you know, the market cap is 1.3 trillion on that stuff. That's it just amazes me. I mean, I remember when it was at its low that the low was like 214 over the past year, and I was like, oh man, I own mine at 259. Well, I'm real happy at the 440. I could very easily buy my new car if I wanted to, but I'm not ready to buy it yet. You know, I'm looking here, and it says here, Rivian is at $18 a share versus $440. You know, that's just amazing to me that at 440, I was around for a stock split, and I learned you don't buy right after the stock split. You wait to see, because it usually goes up at the stock split and then it drops down and then it comes back up. So that's where I screwed up, because I bought right after the stock split.
So it dropped.
Yeah, got to wait a little bit to see what happens, because people are going to sell their stock, so it'll drop down. Because they own it, you know, they're still making money, and they just want to get rid of it and then rebuy it. So they'll sell it. Let's say it's split today, and it would be $220 a share. What happens is everyone wants to sell it to $220 a share because they own it at $200 or $215 or something. So what they do is they sell it, and then it goes down. Then they buy it back, and then when it goes back up, they make a lot more money. I didn't make that correlation when it split when I first got it. I got a dog crying for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. He's having a party or something over there. But anyway, yeah, it's doing okay. It's going to continue doing okay as long as they have this news about what's going on. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens by the end of the year on what they're going to do with the what specials, because he's going to put on, I would imagine he's going to put on pretty aggressive specials for the end of the year. especially since he's got to do this number, whatever this number is. And for him to do that, he's got to find something that's going to make them money. And other car manufacturers are still, they're having a hard time getting sales. And I'm not talking just the electric cars. I'm talking all cars. So
people aren't spending money right now.
Right. That's why I'm still afraid to buy the Lucid, because their deals are really good, but I gotta hope that they are going to be around to make it, to make it through the hard times, because they're spending a lot of money getting people to buy these cars. So, but they're real good cars from what I understand. I don't know. It's a tough decision.
You were saying, when they say 400 miles, they mean 400.
Yeah, and that's important, because, if there's anything that you want in a car, you want mileage, you want range, and you don't really get the range that Tesla specs it out. Now, one thing to think about is that when Tesla says you get 300 miles, 350 miles, they're talking if you're driving that car at probably 50 miles an hour. When you're on the highway, you're not going to do that. But I can tell you, the Lucid gets, when they say 515 miles, you get 515 miles at 70 miles an hour. That's pretty good. So that definitely makes me think twice about their car. Not that I'm doing as much traveling as I was before. And one thing that Tesla's doing that nobody else can do at this point is, if you buy a Model X or a Model S or a Cybertruck, you get unlimited charging for free. And you get full self-driving for free. When they say for free, it's really not free, because you would probably pay $80,000 for that car if you were to buy just the car. And if you get it with the package they're offering, it's like $100,000. So they're charging $20,000 to get that extra stuff. But self-driving is $8,500 or $9,000 just for the self-driving. So for you to make up that $11,000 or whatever it is, you would have to. It would take you 2 years on what I would drive. Well, before I had a school, because I was only doing 15,000 miles a year until I got to school. So, that makes it worthwhile getting the free charging. That would be the main reason I would want a Tesla at this point, is to get the free charging. So you'd never have to do any. But if you're only charging at home, then you don't really need the free charging. But if you're traveling, free charging is good. If I had had that free charging when I drove down to Florida, when I drove to Atlanta, when I drove to South Carolina, that would have saved a little bit of money. But also, if you have a Rivian, or not a Rivian, if you had a Lucid, and you're getting 512 miles for your charge, you might think that's a good deal then. So, I don't know. It's tough to it's hard for me to decide, because now I've cluttered my mind by thinking outside the Tesla box. So, yeah, I'll make a decision. Hopefully before the end of the year.
I don't know, man, because you've been mulling this decision for months.
That's why I bought the blue one, so I wouldn't have to. I don't have to rush. See, when I had the just the Prius, and I said to Christine, I'm going to buy this Tesla, and when I get done with it, it's yours. So, she'll be trying to get me to buy one so that she has her Tesla. No, we share it now, because we don't really both travel at the same time for the most part. For the most part, when I travel, she might even ride with me. She goes to school with me from time to time, and when she has to go to Maryland, I'm not usually doing anything. This time of year, I'm actually doing a lot, but we seem to have it scheduled so that we're both able to drive that Tesla, and it's kind of nice to have. I still love Teslas. I still love the feeling of driving that car. I feel safe in that car. It's solid. Even if it took away the electric aspect of it, it's still one of the. It's the only car manufacturer that every car they make is a 5 out of 5 rating on the national safety. What do they call it? National safety thing. That the people that run their cars into walls. They're the only car manufacturer that every car they have is 5 out of 5, and that's impressive. So, I definitely want to stay in that arena. I love their vehicles. I love their technology, and they're the only car company that takes all that data and uses it for good. It helps them to make better cars. And if I wreck my car, there's an emergency sent out to, automatically sent out to the first responders. So you total your car and you could be in a bad accident anywhere in the United States and somebody will know that you wrecked. That's a good thing. I know they have that on OnStar or whatever that does that too, but this is part of your car. So I don't know. It's just kind of fun to drive like all the crappy cars I had when I was when I was younger. It makes me realize that there is a difference between a $20,000 car, especially a $500 car, and a $100,000 car. So I never really thought about that when I was a kid. So I don't know. What else you got?
So what do you have on the shutdown?
Oh, okay. We can I'll go to my Trump file. Hold on. Trump. Where you at? Where you at?
While you're doing that, I got one other one for you here. Do you know how Disney controls the rats and the mice?
No.
In Disney World?
No.
Disneyland?
No.
Feral cats. They run all over the park.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Let's see how many cats they have. Disneyland stays rodent-free. 200 feral cats roam Disneyland where they help control rodents.
Wow. Actually, it doesn't seem like that doesn't.
You don't see them during the day. They don't come out until night.
I wouldn't think that would be enough cats to do Disney.
No, not really.
That doesn't sound like a lot.
Fat because they have to eat a lot.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. You dirty rat. Yeah, that's crazy. I never really thought about that, but yeah, that'd be an inexpensive way to do it. You don't have to feed them.
Nope.
Oh man. All right. What I got? Okay, you want me to just go through the
Let's just go through the Trump file.
Through the Trump. Okay, SNAP benefits to be restored in Pennsylvania, according to Shapiro. I guess that's already done, I would imagine. That was done today, right?
The Supreme Court told him to stop.
Stop what?
What date was that?
This is 4 days ago.
The Supreme Court put a stop to it.
So they didn't get them back?
The state, if the state spends its own money,
oh, okay,
then they can do it. If they're waiting on federal money, only half or partial is going to be paid.
Okay. Let me see what it says. It says Shapiro said the State Department of Human Services put a process into motion as soon as Thursday's court decision came down, and the residents who should have received benefits November 1st will start seeing them load onto their cards as soon as Friday, as of last week.
Yeah, well, that has all changed.
Okay. So
the Supreme Court is trying to make a decision.
Oh, so that's where we are now. So at this point, it's still not resolved.
On Ohio, the state put in its rainy day fund. And so they're paying. The president released 4.2. I'm going to say $1 million. Right?
Okay.
And that's not enough. It's 4.2 billion, I believe. They need $9 billion to pay all 42 million SNAP recipients. Needs $9 billion.
That's crazy.
They released 4.2.
Wow.
One court told Trump that he had to find the money from somewhere else, and the Supreme Court said that the court doesn't have the authority to do that.
Wow. Interesting. So
now they're waiting for the government shutdown to end.
Okay.
To get the rest of the money released so that people can get their full SNAP benefits.
Where are you positioned on this?
Well, okay. Like I said, when people used to come into me, I would say that 3 out of 10 people that used to come into social services would die if you didn't help them.
Okay.
About 3 or 4 of them were on the edge, and the rest of them were users and abusers. So of that 42 million, right, there's a lot of users and abusers in that mess.
Yeah.
That do not need the SNAP benefits.
I mean, when they first announced this, I saw so many people on YouTube that felt entitled, and that irritated me. I mean, you know.
Well, that's why Patty and I burned out, because of the entitlement.
Yeah.
We got sick and tired of people coming and demanding their rent be paid, demanding this when their hair was done, their nails were done.
Right.
Their fingers were their nails were done, and they had iPhones, and and then they demanded rent payments.
Yeah.
So we got sick of it and burned out, and we had to get out because you can't be like that.
Right. Yes, I agree with that.
Survive.
I agree with that because it's.
So we had to retire.
Yeah.
But I feel for the people that need it. I have a friend who lives in Illinois that can't without his SNAP benefits. He only gets $800 a month disability.
Okay.
And he needs those SNAP benefits to put food into his apartment. He pays 1/3 of his income in rent, and the rest goes to food. Now, he could get rid of cable, but what's he do with his life if he doesn't have cable? So, there's a toss-up, but he needs the SNAP benefits. So there are people like that live on the edge. There are also people where their kids say, Mom will go hungry if she doesn't get a SNAP benefit. And I say, why aren't you taking care of your own mother?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, people have abdicated their responsibility of taking care of their family members.
That's a tough one.
Why should the government be burdened when there's family out there to take care of you?
Right. Right. That's and the thing is, a lot of those girls had babies so they wouldn't have to go to work.
That's exactly right. They calculate when they should start having babies so they don't have to work and how many babies to have.
I can't even imagine. Like, I never wanted to have a job either.
Industry. If people would spend as much energy working on a business as they do working on how to survive on welfare and SNAP benefits, they'd be successful.
Yeah.
Now, I sound like a hardened right-wing fanatic.
Not really.
But
I don't think so.
You work in the field for 35 years.
Right.
You're going to get a little hard.
But if you work like a real job for I'm not saying yours isn't. When you work a real job, when you bust your butt for years and years, and people let's say not me, because I'm taking myself out of the equation, because I was lucky enough to not only do well, but do very well. But the majority of people worked all their life, and really, unless they knew somebody, unless they were smart enough to start their own business or whatever, most people that work 30, 40 years at a place, if you're at let's say Bethlehem Steel, let's say my dad, let's talk about my dad, a person that worked Bethlehem Steel all of his life, when he retired, he was going to be able to probably live his life the way almost like he was working. But that's working 30 years to barely make ends meet, you know? And a lot of people, that's what they are. They're people that, a good example is my one guitarist. He worked for, I don't know how long, but he lost his job 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. He's working at Dollar General. When he gets to be able to retire, he's not going to be able to live on that.
That's right. You know? That's what those benefits are for.
Right. And those people, I don't quite mind as much someone like that who's busted their butt and just didn't have the wherewithal or the breaks or whatever you want to call it to get to a good position in their life. My dad always wondered why I was too good to work for the steel mill. It wasn't I was too good, but I wanted to try something else. I didn't want to work in that type of situation. I wanted to work in a chance where I could do what I ended up doing. You know, I never expected to be retired at the age that I retired, and I never expected to be any more than everyone else. You know, I expected to have to scrape and everything to make ends meet. I was just, a hustler, and I just kept trying different. When have you known me to do just one thing? I've always been doing multiple things, and since you knew me, music was my desire and my drive and my love and passion, and I've always done music for as long as I can remember, and that didn't put me over the edge. And when I was, when I had a video store, that didn't do it either. I lost money. And when I had, all these businesses, I tried and tried. I never was satisfied just going and doing a 9-to-5 job, because I knew there was more out there, and the only way to get it was to do something, because unless you're born into it, unless you're born into a family that has money, you're going to have to go out there and hustle somehow. So I made it my life's ambition to do more than what I had to do. So, I mean, geez, in the early 2000s, I had the radio show, wrestling, the music. I was doing all that and a job all at once. So.
Yeah, but see, people aren't motivated like that.
Yeah.
Not everybody's motivated like that. The reason why Patty and I made it as long as we did is because we focused on the people that would die if you didn't help them.
And that's very honorable of you. I mean, when you're in a service-oriented position like that, your mindset is different than when you're in a situation where you're brought up poor and you don't know where the money's coming from, I don't know. I think that's the reason why I was so motivated to do things, because I didn't want to end up where I could have ended up. So, in retrospect, I don't think I would have changed anything. I kept hustling the whole time. I think that's what I would still do today.
Well, like I said, some people hustle to figure out how to scam the system.
Yeah. I
think I've told you before in the show that people would have in their calendars when they could go back to get money.
Yeah, to me that's crazy. Well, I mean that's not crazy. I'm saying that's crazy, but it's not. It's not crazy. You figure out what the best way. It's like when I sit down and I have to. This is a really bad example, but it's the best way I can relate to it. The medications that I'm on, sometimes I'm able to like some days I feel better than others. And so I put those medications for that day aside. But I still go back and I get my refills whenever I can get my refills. So I understand that, because there's sometimes when I feel so bad that I have to take extra meds that I'm not allowed to take. So yeah, I get it. I get it. That the only difference is one is health and one is wealth. So, I just need to make sure that if I do have, now lately, I don't know what's going on, but lately, maybe it's because I have been so busy and I've been moving around a lot more, and I've played out a couple times. I've actually been feeling better than I've felt in years. And
Good.
yeah, so I haven't had to take as many meds, so I'm stockpiling them. But if there's a point where I'm like, I can stop taking them, I'm going to stop taking them, because I'd like to be. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that because I got scoliosis, but even my back is better than it's been. Ever since I started playing out again, I've been moving a lot more. So maybe that's what I got to do. Just, I got to be more active. But I've not felt this good in a long, long time. And usually when it gets cold, I don't feel better. I feel worse. But it seems that, I haven't taken the amount of medication, especially the last week. I haven't taken the amount of medications that I've been given. I'm hoping that is a good sign, and they can maybe eventually not take many or any. It'd be nice if I never had to take any, but I know there's going to be surgeries that are involved for me to not to get rid of all the pain. And as we get older, you don't get less pain as you get older. Wish you did.
Doesn't work like that, though.
Yeah, not I know of. I haven't seen that happen. All right, what else you got?
Well, Trump has put forth that he wants to give every non-wealthy American, let's put it that way, $2,000 from the tariffs.
Huh.
He wants to cut checks for like we got during COVID. We got the stimulus relief, and he wants to do about the same thing because of prices. Prices have stayed high.
Yeah.
And so he wants to kind of give back to the average Joe in America $2,000 to help offset the cost of groceries and gas.
Huh. That's interesting.
So that's probably going to need congressional approval. He probably can't do that on his own.
Probably not.
But,
and they're going to fight him on everything as they've been continuing.
Sure they will. The shutdown is 42 days old.
Wasn't it coming to
Democratic Senate? What?
Didn't they? I thought they opened it back up.
Well, in the Senate, they needed 8 Democrats to come over to the Republican side to reopen the government.
Okay.
Right? And so 8 moderate Democrats came over, and the Senate voted to open up the government. They have a bunch of spending bills that they have to send to the House, and the House has to agree to their proposal. The House is not in session. They're all over the country.
Right.
And they have to try to get back on these airlines that aren't putting flights out anymore.
Right, because we have no people to...
Air traffic controllers. They're not working.
Crazy.
So it's going to be a while until the government opens, but everything will be funded until the end of January, once the government opens. So everyone will get their SNAP benefits by the end of the month. Everyone will get their SNAP benefits.
Wow.
So just a matter of time. But Schumer, Chucky is in trouble because Chucky is being hunted by the left. The left did not want him to cave, and Chucky didn't cave. It was 8 moderate Democrats that caved.
Wow.
Chucky didn't cave, but he's being hunted. And AOC, do you know who AOC is?
They're a monitor manufacturer.
Yeah, there you go. Well, anyhow, she's going to primary Chucky and probably beat him. And
Oh.
so Chucky's going to get thrown out of the Senate.
Wow.
When his time is up.
That's interesting.
So it's a mess. It's still a mess. It hasn't totally been opened up yet, but they have guaranteed that air traffic controllers will get their back pay. They've guaranteed that Trump can't fire anybody. He fired a bunch of people, but they're all going to get their jobs back. What else did they do? They took care of the military, and they took care of veterans. So that's their big thing that they did for right now.
Of course, today
We'll
is
see what happens.
Veterans Day too, right?
Today is Veterans Day. Thank you very much.
And thank you for your service.
Well, thank you. I didn't go to war, so I don't count myself as some vets who suffered under war and suffered all the pain and suffering and psychological problems that come with it.
But you did see things like 9/11, and that.
I did see 9/11.
And that is.
I breathed in the same stuff everybody else
yes.
did, but I didn't suffer from it. So, yeah, I'm teaching my grandson right now about 9/11. So.
Wow, I can't even imagine not how a kid would grasp that, because I can't even grasp it as an adult. I mean, I still to this day have a hard time imagining like being there.
There's a book series out. There's two series. It's Who Is This and What Was That? And What Was That had a Twin Towers book out that explained it. So, we're running through this series for American history. And it's pretty good. The Amelia Earhart and Milton Hershey were the two Who Is This that I've read so far.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's learning. He can't put it all together. He's only 7.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy for a kid his age.
Yeah.
The story of Hershey is great, though, and they're actually doing a movie on him.
Are they?
Yeah. It's going to be. They actually were asking for people to apply for. That was about 2 years ago. I saw a listing for people to try to be in that. But yeah, what a story that guy has. He didn't have to put all his money into the stuff that he put in and to help those kids and stuff. It takes a very, very special person to do that.
Well, he lived a very comfortable life and took care of thousands upon thousands.
Absolutely, and built a school and stuff that you would never even think about doing. I mean, that's
a world-class medical center.
Yes, and just I don't know. It was funny because we used to have to play Milton Hershey School in our football area. When we did our high school football. And they were
Central Dauphin or Lower Dauphin?
Lower Dauphin, yeah.
You were Lower Dauphin.
Yeah, and we had to definitely, that's how I knew of Milton Hershey, and I didn't know who he was at that point. But when I learned who he was, I thought, wow, that's really, really kind of cool. So, yeah.
We applied once for weekend relief house parents.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we were going to do that at one time. It never panned out for one reason or another, but yeah, we really believed in Milton Hershey.
Yeah.
School. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Nancy Pelosi, you know who she is?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Well, Miss Pelosi is 85 years old.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
She announced she's not running for another term in Congress. She's been in Congress for 37 years.
Wow.
She has made $130 million in the stock market in 37 years.
Wow. I wish I could say the same.
If that isn't a reason for term limits, I don't know what is.
That's crazy. Wow.
So there's legislation in Congress now that would stop anyone in Congress, senator or House member, from buying stock while they are serving in government.
Yeah. I would
They'd
understand
have to put all
that.
their money into a trust fund. But that won't pass because people go in there to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Our government's corrupt, Mike. It's corrupt.
It's not what it was when Washington served, because
our founding fathers
when
didn't
they
create it to go in there and make millions.
They created it to serve the public, and that's not what it is now. Now it's all about money. Yeah.
They all get insider info.
Right. Yep. That would be. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. Why else would you do it though? Because I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be a senator. I wouldn't want to be involved in politics. I mean, I realize that's the one guy that was one of Rob's friends, Leon Rudy. He left.
I remember.
He ended up in politics too for a while. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do politics. I don't know whatever happened to him, but like in college, I was like, why would anybody want to get into politics? Well, yeah, power, money. I guess that's
prestige.
Yeah.
And $130 million.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have that. I would be able to live a more comfortable life. Not that I live a bad life, but just crazy. Yeah.
So when Joe Biden came into office, there were 325,000 homeless in America.
Okay.
When he left office, there were 775,000 homeless people in America.
Well, that sounds like something you should be proud of. You could, double your amount of homeless people.
Right, and so he did a speech last week in which he blamed it all on Trump.
Oh, okay. Jeez. Well, remember, he doesn't remember anything anyway.
He doesn't remember anything, correct. Probably doesn't even remember he was president.
Yeah.
In Chicago, ICE agents were shot by a black SUV. People rolled down the windows and fired 3 shots at ICE agents.
Wow.
There is now contracts out on ICE agents, and gangs, Chicago gangs, are taking up the contracts.
Wow. Jeez, I never thought of anything like that happening.
Yeah. Well, when you have the kind of rhetoric that's going on, this stuff's going to happen.
Yep. Yeah.
And Democrats, they don't seem to care. They just they want to call them fascists and Nazis, and I don't know. ICE officers are just doing their jobs. I have a hard time getting. I don't know. They shouldn't be shot at. If you don't want them in your town, that's one thing, but don't shoot at them.
Right. Yeah.
Did you know there are 25 up the vacancies? You know what the Miracle Mile is in Chicago?
I've heard it, but I don't think I know what it is.
It's upper class shops.
Okay.
Right? You and I, even you, can't buy anything there.
I believe that.
All right. If you go there, you have to have an unlimited American Express card.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because nothing is in your price range. Anyhow, the vacancies are up 28% because of the gang violence in Chicago.
Wow.
Because of the crime. So, the National Guard is sitting outside Chicago.
And they didn't want them in there, right? That was a big deal.
Court has blocked them from coming in.
Yeah. Jeez.
So the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court held hearings on tariffs and on the National Guard. And so they have to rule. Supreme Court is going to have to rule one way or another, whether Trump can use the National Guard or not. So it's up to the Supreme Court now.
That's weird.
And the Democrats are saying that the immigrants don't get any health coverage in America. Well, UCLA and the University of Miami got $2.4 million to give health care to Asian women. California gets $6.6 million to give health care to illegal immigrants. Chicago gets $2.6 million to give health care to illegal immigrants, and Washington, D.C. gets $2.2 million.
Wow.
So Democrats are lying right out. They're just flat out lying.
That's crazy.
It's U.S. tax dollars are being used to give health insurance to illegal immigrants. Now, you may think that's okay, and that's fine. If you believe that we should be doing that, that's fine. But don't say you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Because you are doing.
I think the problem I have is if they aren't contributing to it, they shouldn't receive it.
If they're working hard and they're paying taxes, they should get health care.
That I agree
but
with
if
that.
they're just sitting here on welfare, no, they should not get health care.
And that's with anyone. That's with anyone. It doesn't matter if they're legal or not. If they aren't trying, if they aren't, if they're just sitting at home waiting for the money to come in, and they're not, say they're healthy, I have a problem with that.
Well, it's just, like I said before, I'm just against the lying. Schumer and the Dems are just flat out lying.
Yeah.
And I just wish I hate lying. I just wish they'd quit lying. And just say, hey, we believe that immigrants should get health care, and we're going to fund them.
Right.
Just say it.
Yeah.
I don't have to agree with you, but just say it.
Right.
And then we can go to a vote and see who wins.
Yeah. Sucks. Politics sucks.
It does. Hey, Trump is suing. You know what the BBC?
I was. That's one of the ones I have actually.
Okay, bring it up.
Let me.
Bring it up.
Let's see here. $1 billion lawsuit against the BBC against misleading edits of the speech that Trump delivered before January 6th. That's what it says.
Yeah, they spliced it. A speech 52 minutes apart. They spliced two little edits together.
See, that kind of thing shouldn't happen. I mean, if you don't like Trump, that's okay. You don't have to like Trump, but be honest about it, especially when you're a news company.
The top two people in the organization were fired.
It says here...
And the BBC apologized, but Trump's still going to sue him.
Well, I probably would too, just for fun. We could give that money to the poor.
Or put it towards his library.
Something, yeah. Or put it towards the stadium he wants.
Yeah, the stadium he wants named after him.
Trump wants Commander's new stadium in Washington, D.C. named after him. That's just like, he's probably the only president that has an ego that he outwardly says, this is what I want. I want it named after me. And he'll go to any lengths to get that. It just, to me, that cracks me up that, people say I have an ego. Not like that. Oh, it's just amazing.
There's not too many people in the world that has ever had a Trump-sized ego.
Yeah, I just think it's funny.
Well, he wants the ballroom named after him.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Funny. Because the first person that goes in after him is going to make sure that all that gets reversed. Oh, man. I just think it's funny. I don't know. It's one thing if someone honors you by naming it after you, but to blatantly say, I want this named after me, that takes some big balls. Which he definitely has got that.
Yes, he does.
There's also the Donald Trump hosted Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara, I guess is how it's pronounced, at the White House. Yeah. First of a kind visit.
He was an Al-Qaeda member.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, it does say that.
Oh, yeah.
He was once a local Al-Qaeda commander with a $10 million bounty on his head. Is the first Syrian leader to visit the White House since the Middle Eastern country's independence from France in 1946. Al-Shara, 43, previously led the Islamic Rebel Coalition and U.S. designated terror group Hayat Tahrir Sham, which helped topple the decades-long dictatorship of predecessor Bashar al-Assad in December. It says al-Shara's presidency ended nearly 14 years of civil war that displaced an estimated 14 million people, more than half the country's pre-war population, and killed around 600,000 people. That's crazy. That's insane.
And there's also ethnic cleansing going on. The Druids, there's a Christian group living in Syria that is being hatcheted to death by some of this guy's former compatriots.
I just can't imagine.
And Christians have been writing into Trump saying, confront this guy on this, because he's not doing anything about it. He's not stopping.
Wow.
And well, the police force and the national militia are infiltrated with Al-Qaeda members, and Al-Qaeda members are the ones that are doing the hatcheting. So what's he going to do? How's he going to stop it?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't be president because I couldn't keep that all straight of all these people doing all these evil things, and that's just too much. It's hard to believe that he's doing it as well as he's doing it. Not that everybody approves of what he's doing, but I don't know. It's just crazy. All right, what else you got?
Well, okay, this is going to take about a minute to set up, but Russia has been tormenting Europe for months now.
Okay.
And one of the things that they got accused of was destroying a pipeline that Russia was sending national gas to Germany.
Okay.
Germany has now confirmed that they believe it was an elite unit from the Ukraine that did it, and has issued arrest warrants for the elite unit.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Poland is against it. They view these people as being national heroes. Italy will not, they're holding one of these members. They will not release them to Germany. This thing is dividing Europe. Now, the only reason this is important to the United States is that we're supposed to be a united front towards Ukraine.
Okay.
In its war with Russia.
Right.
And now Europe is split.
Wow.
That's going to hurt Ukraine. So if anybody out there is interested in the Ukrainian Russia war, this is not a good turn of events.
Okay.
So, Russia plays dirty, man. They've got ships that go out there and drop remote control subs that go down and destroy internet lines under the seabed that can cut off Europe from the rest of the world.
Wow.
And they've already placed bombs on these internet fiber optic lines that can be set off at any time.
Wow.
Europe's in big trouble. I mean, this could be a major war. Russia is dirty.
I thought they were running out of money, though.
Putin plays dirty. They are. Their economy's in the toilet. That's the only thing that may save them, is save us, is because their economy's in the toilet. So let's hope their economy crashes before they decide to go to war with anybody else. But yeah, they keep sending drones into Denmark and other Eastern European countries and tormenting airports where they have to cancel flights because drones are flying all over the airport. And they're just Russia's a menace.
Yeah.
It's just a menace. So how it affects us now, our audience out there may be saying to themselves, how does that affect us? Well, if one country in Europe in NATO is attacked, that means it has attacked all of us and we're part of NATO. That means we go to war. We are obligated to go to war if NATO is attacked. So we may think, well, who cares if Europe gets their internet lines cut? Who cares? Well, we care because that's going to take us into war. Yeah.
It says here.
So that's the only reason I bring this. That's the only reason I bring these things up is because, I follow this stuff and I think to myself, we just keep inching closer and closer and closer to somebody doing something very stupid.
Yes. Yes. There also just came over a news thing today, just a few minutes ago. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see, it was Government Shutdown update. Okay. Funding bill moves closer to the House after the... Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Government shutdown and end in sight as Senate approves funding package, sending it to the House. That just came over. It says the Senate late Monday approved a long sought funding package that would end the government shutdown, bringing Congress one step closer to ending the impasse that has gripped Washington for 41 days. The final passage in the Senate was all but guaranteed a successful vote to advance it on Sunday evening when 8 Democratic... Oh, that's what you were talking about. The final version of the... Let's see here. That may not be the same one, though. This says the story... Oh, this is on Bing. It says the House to return after the Senate passes the funding bill. So I guess the funding bill is...
You're waiting for the House to fly back in from all across the country.
Yeah, must be. So...
so hopefully this gets done before Thanksgiving.
Actually, what it says... Here's the actual article. It says... the Senate on Monday passed the short-term bill... Wait a minute. Let's see. Latest developments. Okay. Jeffries said House Democrats will oppose the bill to reopen the government. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries told reporters that it is his strong expectation that the House Democrats will approve... will oppose the funding bill that would reopen the government. The House is expected to vote on the bill Wednesday afternoon, though there's no specific timing yet. Speaking alongside the other Democratic lawmakers ahead of the Rules Committee meeting on Tuesday evening, Jeffries unveiled a proposed amendment calling the 3-year extension of Obamacare subsidiaries. You now have the opportunity to actually take some action in this area of health care crisis by working with Democrats before the Rules Committee the evening to extend an Affordable Care Act tax credits, Jeffries told the Republican colleagues. So whose fault is this? I mean...
Well, it's both of them.
I mean, what is the holdup?
Okay, it is boiled down to the Affordable Care Act, which was Obamacare.
Right. Yep.
During COVID, both parties voted in these subsidies to help people carry through COVID who were losing their jobs,
right,
or working only part-time,
right,
to be able to get health care. and they extended it to 2025.
Ah.
December 31st, 2025. And they're about to run out. And insurance premiums are going to go up for about 20 million Americans.
And big.
Real big time.
Yeah, I was going to say big.
And I asked you last week, where'd you get do you pay for your own life insurance?
Yes.
Well,
I don't have life insurance.
I mean health insurance.
Health insurance I do pay for, yes.
Is it through Obamacare?
Yes.
Your insurance premiums are going to go up as of December 31st.
I can't say I'm surprised. You got to do what you, I guess, I mean, what do? I mean, you don't really have a choice because we're forced to have it. We're forced to have insurance. I don't really.
The Democrats want to extend the subsidies. The Republicans want to reform Obamacare.
Well, how are they going to reform it, though?
Well, who knows?
I mean, it'd be nice if they
took. The Democrats are saying, you've been saying this for how long now? And you haven't done anything about it.
Right.
For how long? Saying to the Republicans, you want to reform it, but you haven't done anything.
Right.
You had Trump in office for 4 years, and you didn't do anything about it.
Well, yeah, but what did they do to him the last 4 years? They kept running him in through lawsuits and stuff.
Correct.
And wouldn't let him do any work.
Well, but you see the rhetoric, right?
Yeah.
So people are going to get hammered with insurance premiums spiking, right? So the Democrats are saying we're not going to vote to put the government back in business until these subsidies are extended. And the Republicans are saying we will talk to you about it. We will have a committee set up for it if you fund the government now. Let's fund the government and then take care of it. Well, 8 Democrats decided that was okay and moved to open the government. So Hakeem Jeffries is saying that no Democrat in the House is going to vote for this bill.
Okay.
But the Republicans have the majority by about 3 people, so it'll go through the House. Because no Republican will vote against it. Now, are the Republicans trustworthy enough to actually sit down with the Democrats and try to come up with a compromise?
Right.
Are they trustworthy enough to do it? See, that's what the Democrats are saying. We don't trust the Republicans to do this.
Well, I don't trust either of them.
Well, I don't trust either of them either. See, that's the problem. Something's got to be done because I don't want all these millions of Americans to get hit with these tremendous increases in health insurance premiums.
Right.
So I think the Democrats are right that we have to do something about it, but I also want Obamacare reformed, and the Republicans want to do.
Right. I mean, when Biden was in there, they should have looked at it. They did
nothing.
And that's the thing. They're blaming Trump, but they had their opportunity to do it.
So this is the whole government shutdown in a nutshell.
It's crazy.
And our skies above us with our planes are in danger of breaking down completely because of it. Yeah.
I don't like the idea of it. I don't know. I would have think that the politicians would want the planes to stay up in the air.
You would think.
But they're not trying to make.
Well, that's why the 8 moderate Democrats came over to the Republican side, because they couldn't stand the fact that all these other things were happening.
And the thing is, they're fighting over the wrong stuff. They're trying to make a point of their stuff by they're gonna affect the wrong things the way they're doing it, and that's just, I don't know. It's just stupid because we're all gonna end up losing in the long run because nobody wants to agree to anything. You know, like I said, George Washington would be embarrassed with our system that we have now. You know, all the things they tried to achieve, we don't follow anything. We just want to get our way, and our way's the only way, and they aren't willing to budge. And it's mostly because they don't like Trump. more than anything. If anybody else had gotten in there, they probably would have been more apt to talk to them. Not that they would have actually achieved anything, but they would be more apt. They just hate Trump so much.
Well, when you hate somebody that much,
you're affecting our whole country because you're not willing to talk.
Our whole country.
That's a stupid thing. Did you see that President Trump pardoned former lawyer Rudy Giuliani and 72 other people accused of 2020 election-related charges?
Yep.
And it's viewed as symbolic, as those pardoned did not face federal charges.
Well, I don't like the fact that presidents go in there and pardon their buddies.
That's right. I didn't like the fact
Biden
that...
did it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Biden...
His whole family.
I personally think that if anybody should have gone to pay, it would have been Hunter, but he didn't. I don't know. Us people, us normal people would have been thrown to the wolves. But I can't say that. What's that?
Diddy better not be pardoned.
I agree with that. But there's nothing anybody can do if he does it. But Diddy will be back in jail eventually because he'll get caught because people will be watching him. So you always got to be careful when you get too cocky for yourself. So.
Yes.
And he is definitely too cocky. But at least he's paying for it. He doesn't have his freedom now, even though he's not as bad as he could be. I don't know. It's weird to think that we're even talking about something like this, that this would, this shouldn't be even a discussion. He was guilty of those things and has some good lawyers. Sometimes it pays to have good lawyers. Well, it always pays to have good lawyers.
Well, Giuliani is flat broke.
Yeah.
And he owes. But what he did, he did. He did it.
Yeah.
Why should he be pardoned?
What exactly was he? What was he guilty of? That he got.
He kept going around. He was found guilty of. It'll come to me. Hang on. I believe it was making false statements about people. Something like Alex Jones was. Sandy Hook was accused of.
Yeah. Oh man. That's crazy. All right, what else you got?
If people would just tell the truth, they wouldn't have these problems.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as fun. We'd have nothing to talk about. Let me cross this one.
That sure would be a very boring show.
Yeah, it would be. If everything was happy.
What else you got on Trump?
That's it for Trump. I've got, I got other stories, but that's all I got on him.
Well, that's what I got right now.
Okay, I got.
Oh, did you know medieval people slept in shits?
No, but
They would go to bed at dark, or soon after dark, because they didn't have much else to do.
Right.
And they would get up around midnight, and they'd stay up around midnight and go to the bar and have a few drinks and read a book or whatever, and then they'd go back to sleep until morning.
Sounds like my regular life, except I don't drink.
There you go.
I am not one that I don't have a good sleeping pattern. Although I'm better than I used to be, but the nice thing is I don't have to get up in the morning, so it works better that way. Is he saying goodnight?
She's saying goodnight. Time for her to go to bed.
That's funny.
The little one.
Yeah.
And my wife, because they go to bed at the same time.
Oh, there you go. All right. All right. Let's see here. 600 Paramount Skydance employees quit instead of returning to the office. Cost the company $185 million. Could you imagine having all your employees walk out and just, okay, where's the article? It doesn't look like that's the article. What was that? Was supposed to be there. Oh, well. Horrible thing, though, to, you have a company that has all those employees and they said, we're not coming back.
But these employees that were on working off of Zoom and distance and decided not to come back to the office?
I think it's it's a good question. Hold on, I'll tell you. Because Paramount's had its share of problems recently. They were having problems with money. They were having problems with, here we go. All right. So this was just 9 hours ago. This was published. It said, okay. Oh, so they took severance pay. Well, that's really even worse.
No wonder it was so much.
No wonder they're in trouble.
That was with a severance package, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Quit instead of returning to the office full time. I took Paramount had issues, but it says Paramount lost hundreds of employees ahead of plans to bring staffers back into the office 5 days a week. I guess you were right about that. And the directive, which will touch all departments at the sprawling media conglomerate, begins in January and is aimed at unlocking Paramount's full potential and create more connected, agile organization. Well, not as connected as they'd like to be. Employees in the company's two largest hubs, Los Angeles and New York, at the vice president level and below, were offered the option of voluntary severance package if they were unable or unwilling to return to the office full time. Well, guess what? That was the wrong thing to do. Approximately 600 employees chose a severance package over returning. David Ellison-led media giant recently announced major staff reductions following its merger with the entertainment company Skydance. Paramount's made sweeping changes to the leadership at CBS News and canceled The Late Show in recent months, drawing backlash from critics who argue Ellison and his family are trying to curry favor with President Donald Trump. And Trump, who Paramount recently paid $16 million to settle a lawsuit he brought against the 60 Minutes out of court, has praised Ellison's efforts at the company, saying he's got great potential. Yeah, he's got great potential with a lot of people leaving the company. I mean, he wanted to cut down.
Well, I understand. See, Mike, I don't understand. If you're doing a great job at distant work,
right?
What's the point of coming back into the office?
Well, yeah, that's true. But the other thing was, I think they just were offered a deal.
They don't think that they're doing. I don't think they think everybody's doing a bang-up job.
And the problem is they're in a company that was cutting down, and they knew if why wouldn't you take a severance? It depends how good the severance package is, but why wouldn't you take it? If you've been there a long time and you have a chance to retire early, why not? I would have done that if they had offered it to me. They didn't offer it to me, but when I left the company, I was in danger of losing my job, and it was either be fired or leave on my own terms. And I want to leave on my own terms. So I get it. So I don't know. I would have liked to have the opportunity. If they had offered me a severance, man, that would have even been better. Oh.
What do you got now?
Hold on. I had to get a trackball for my trackball because I just lost my trackball that was, I had a spare ball. So I needed, uh-oh, is this going to work though? Uh-oh, may not work. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, why did that happen? Well, that shouldn't have happened. Hold on. We're still on the air. I just happened to notice that, oh, it is working. Okay, good. I just noticed that the one computer went to the, not screensaver, went to the lock screen. What else do I got? I got, says the premiere of It, Welcome to Derry, enticed a lot of viewers into Pennsylvania's Pennywise's clutches. Now, did you see any of the It series?
No.
It was a pretty good movie. It was basically a clown that terrorized these kids when they were kids, and then the second one was as they were adults. He came back and terrorized them again as adults, and then I don't know what the third one is because I didn't see it yet. But you know, if you're into horror movies, that's something that you'd want to watch. It enticed viewers back to Pennywise's clutches. The HBO series debuted its 5.7 million cross-platform viewers measured over 3 days, making Welcome to Derry the third biggest series debut in HBO's history. It only trails behind House of the Dragon, which had nearly 10 million day one viewers in 2022, and The Last of Us, which opened to 4.7 million on its first night in 2023. So it's just one of those things that HBO, you know, it's funny, I'm really glad to see HBO being back as opposed to being renamed, you know, Cinemax or Max or whatever it was, because the really true thing is that the HBO stuff is what made that such a good purchase for them. So it's good to see that they're getting credit for that. But that's the clown Pennywise that was terrorizing the children, and I saw the first one and I saw the second one. I'll probably see this one as well. But you know, anytime you can see a clown get destroyed, that makes me happy. I don't like clowns. Amazon ad revenue, boy oh boy, it smashed its Wall Street forecast in quarter three. I don't know if you saw that or not, but the revenue that they did for quarter three, let's see, put this up there, $17.7 billion of ad revenue. Well, there she is. Oh.
She came in to say good night to me.
What? How do you know she? That it was.
Well, she came in to see you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Anyway, $17.7 billion. That's amazing. Went up 24%. That's a big jump.
That's a big jump.
So they did well. That's year over year. 24% year over year. That's a lot of money. So that means
that is a lot of money. 4%. That's a lot.
Yeah, that was good for them. And that's just advertising ad revenue. So I'm thinking that's from. Is that from the video? Yeah, that's from. It says here. Ad sales encompasses sales on the platforms for resellers and vendors. So, you know, if you're looking at Amazon.com, you can, you know, you see these specialized ads that the preferred or whatever. That's from that, and that's from Amazon's TV stuff too. It lets advertisers and medias buy inventory on effective everyday subscription platforms like Netflix and stuff like that. So it includes the movies and stuff. I'm trying to. Okay, so the other thing I have. Let's see here. Oh, I want to see if I have. I want to check the. I haven't looked at the. Where's the main show? There it is. See if there's anything on the main show that we haven't talked about that we needed to talk about. A lot of the stuff I don't even do the main show anymore because, or the non-entertainment stuff because there's so much stuff on the entertainment stuff. Okay, that's nothing. And that's nothing. That's nothing. I need to go through and clean that out so that I have current stories on that. So let's go back to this one. All right. We got... So simple steps to prevent dementia. I could probably use those. Let's see what we got. Not Wall Street. What do we got? We got, oh, okay. Hey, this could be, I could be doing the right things. Here's what you need to prevent dementia. Engage in regular physical activity. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. Maintain a healthy weight. Hey, for the first time in my life, I'm doing that. Can you imagine, like, I still have a hard time with me being at this weight because you saw me when I was at pretty big times.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did.
Eat a nutritious diet. Get enough sleep, 7 to 9 hours. Manage stress.
I don't do that. I do that pretty good.
So far I'm getting better at physical activity because with me playing with the bands and stuff, I'm moving around on stage. And the healthy weight, I mean, I can't tell you how I'm doing it because I don't really feel like I've done a whole lot. I'll tell you what though, yesterday I felt like I wanted to eat everything in the house. Sunday I felt that way because I was under I was driving myself crazy because of something that happened to me recently, and I had to tell someone that didn't know the situation but knew how. I had to tell him because he knew the people that caused me the stress, and I didn't want to talk to anybody about it because it's almost petty, but it wasn't petty to me. And I got a chance to talk to the guy I needed to talk to yesterday, and I haven't felt that kind of stress to eat in a long time, and I'm glad I finally talked to somebody about it because that guy he's become a close friend of mine, and it's friends of his that caused the issue, and I just needed to talk to somebody, and he's the only guy I knew of that would understand what I was talking about. And at first he didn't, but he came around and we talked about it, and he let me know his opinion, and said he'd talk to the person if I wanted him to, and I said, no, you don't need to, because I just needed to get it off my chest. I needed to talk about it. Anyway, get enough sleep, 7 to 9 hours. I get about 7. Manage stress, which I usually do, but I didn't those days. Avoid smoking. I've done pretty good about that. Did you ever smoke? Were you a smoker?
Never smoked. My dad gave me a cigar.
Yeah.
One day, he told me to inhale.
Oh.
I puked all over the dining room. It cured me of wanting to smoke.
Yeah, my next door neighbor was 7 years older than me, and he was a friend of mine, and I was hanging out with him one night, and I never smoked, and I wanted to know what it was all about. So I asked him for a cigarette. He gave me one, and then he told me to inhale it. He said, if you really want to like it, inhale it. And I did, and I had the same thing. Never had a desire to do it again.
Never again.
Yeah. Limit alcohol intake. I don't drink, so that's easy. Cognitive stimulation, it says challenge your brain regularly. I do.
I do that.
I actually play this game called 2048. And it's an easy game to play. It's a hard game to win. And they actually load that in the Tesla cars so that when you're at a charge station, you can play it along with other games. But I started playing it when I got my first Tesla. And I've played it ever since. And it's the one game I play that I'm a little obsessed by it. So, you play the games that fascinate you, and that's the one that got me. Then it says here, stay socially active. I don't like to do that, but I've done that recently because I'm in 2 bands and have this school and can't seem to, stay in my cave for very long. Take up hobbies. Don't have time for hobbies. Control your blood pressure. You have your blood pressure. You have problems with it or not?
It's control.
Okay. Manage cholesterol levels.
It's managed.
Okay. Treat diabetes.
I treat my diabetes. I'm good right now.
Right. And on those things, I don't have blood pressure problem. I don't have cholesterol problem. I don't have diabetes. Get regular checkups.
You're very fortunate.
I am I'm amazed that I don't have it, because all those years I was very heavy. All those years I was way, way dangerously heavy. And yet I'm okay. And when my blood tests come back, every time. Actually, the biggest complaint he had on my blood was that I have low salt intake. I don't put salt on anything. But it showed in my, he said,
The potassium levels are low.
Well, my potassium, I've had problems with potassium in the past. He said the only thing he wants me to do is use some salt here and there. So I'm going to try to do that. But, when I started cooking for myself, one of the things that I watched was Robert Irvine had shows, cooking shows. There were, Restaurant Impossible and stuff like that. And the one thing that I learned from him is that a lot of people like to over-season things. And one thing he would talk about is you don't use a lot of seasonings. And he said, actually, on hamburgers and stuff, you put a little salt and pepper on it, and that's all he put on it. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try that. So I tried that. And actually, it worked really well. I actually liked my food a little bit better just with a little bit of salt and pepper and not all these spices and stuff that people put on them. So, when I started cooking for myself, that's one of the things that I noticed is that, because I don't use a lot of salt and pepper on anything. But let's see, what else we got on this? Okay, that's all the things that they said on that. So let's see what else we got here. Nature gets a 1-star Yelp review. The funniest national park complaints. Let's see what they are. Okay, here we go. I've read some of these. Yosemite, lots of trees. Says trees block view, and there are too many gray rocks. I mean, when you're going to Yosemite, that's what you want to see.
That's what you're going for.
That's funny. That's their complaint. Grand Canyon, it's just a hole, really. What do you expect when you're going to the Grand Canyon? What do you expect to see? It's just a hole. It's a very, very large hole. Okay, let's go. Sequoia National Park. It says not just trees, but also insects. There will bite with the way that a computer would be. Wow, that tree is, how big that tree is compared to that person.
Sequoia, yeah.
Wow. I never imagined, man, if those trees were in my backyard, I'd never be able to get them out if they fell over. They'd probably kill my house too. For those of you that don't know some context to that I've had since I've lived here, I've had trees fall in my yard every couple of years, and they usually knock down and caused me all kinds of anguish. Sequoia National Park. Come for the cactus, see the cactus. Wow, look how big that.
It's okay if you like.
Look how big that cactus is. That's a freaking big cactus. They don't go wide though; they only go up. That's kind of interesting. That'd be easier to move than those big trees that fell in my yard. But they have those needles in them, so I don't think I'd like that. Yellowstone, rocks, water, and hot water. In the end, it's just all water and rocks. Why would the people go to this thing? If they complain about things that you're going to see. It just seems funny that people were complaining about that.
About 3 weeks ago, my wife and my daughter and her husband were out in Mount Rainier.
Okay.
And my wife and my daughter and her husband were dressed for snow.
Okay.
But there were these people, especially the Asians, not to knock on Asians, but they came not dressed for snow.
What did you? What?
I guess what they wanted got to the top of Mount Rainier where you could drive. They got snow.
You know, they're calling this is supposed to be
because there was snow at Mount Rainier. There's snow year round up there.
Wow. That's in Seattle, or is that in Washington?
Seattle.
Yeah.
In Washington. Yeah.
You know, the thing about this is they're calling this is supposedly they're calling for some big snow this year. I don't know how they can figure that out.
We've already got snow.
You do?
We have snow now.
Wow. I guess we're headed for it. I mean, I'm even hearing
you're usually a day behind us.
Well, when did you get snow?
Yesterday.
Oh, well, then we're probably going to get it if you get it. Well, a lot of the times we get lucky though because by the Appalachian mountains.
It follows the mountains.
Yeah, so we'll be hopefully okay. But I am not looking forward. You know, you think I'm reasonably intelligent?
It was 28 degrees here yesterday.
You think I'm reasonably intelligent, right?
Reasonable.
I got a bill from the electric company yesterday. $1,000.
Wow.
And I thought, how could that be? I thought, how could that be? It just seems really high. Apparently, I haven't paid the bill since August. I'm like thinking, I was panicking because I remember the one year when all the electric rates were really high, I got 1 month for $1,200. And I thought, don't tell me this is going to be another year like that. No, my bill wasn't really that bad when you consider it was for 3 months. And this month was not that bad. This month was like $200. So for the size of my house, that wasn't bad. And considering that I have an electric car and solar panels and stuff, that wasn't really bad. But it is bad when you consider that I haven't paid in 3 months. So I guess I got to pay them. They have a problem with me not paying.
You think?
Yeah. Screw them if they can't take a joke. I should send them a check saying, this. I was just checking to see if you were paying attention. This one here in Cuyahoga Valley National Park says, you've seen one geyser, you've seen them all. Again, why are you even going there if that's the kind of attitude you're going to have about a park? This, and also another one says, not a real national park.
Not a real one.
Not a real national park. What is a real national park versus a fake? Arches National Park. Shame on you, Utah. That was a comment they actually had. Why would they say that? I think that's, and they, Utah. That's a really cool rock formation there. So that's bizarre. Denali National Park, Alaska, and its buses. The bus stops way too much. Why are you going on this bus if that's the kind of attitude you have about what it's all about? So those are some of the comments at this national park thing. So I don't know. I don't get it. It's like, it's all it is trees and animals and stuff. Yeah. What did you expect? I also got. how much time we got here? All right, we do have enough time to do this, if you want to do this. Our brains evolved to socialize. You would agree with that, right?
Yes. I would agree.
But do you know
Social creatures.
you know what the max out of socialization on friends is? What you actually would... It says, there's a study out that says the size of our social networks is limited even in the age of social media. According to this article here, it says, come on up. Oh, that's a Wall Street Journal, damn it. That's why I did this. Okay, I have a whole... Let me go back to this. Let's see. There it is. In case I get knocked off because I don't subscribe to them. Our brains evolved to socialize but max out at about 150 friends. The size of our social networks is limited even in the age of social media. Pound for pound, the human brain is the most metabolically costly organ, consuming 20% of our energy and accounting for an outside portion of our anatomy compared to most other animals. The reason? Our neural network, according to one hypothesis, evolved so that it could juggle our expansive social networks. Humans, it seems, are built to schmooze. About 3 pounds, at about 3 pounds, the human brain makes up 2% of our body weight, and 3/4 of this oversized organ is the neocortex, an area responsible for complex cognitive functions like memory, language, problem solving, and self-awareness. These abilities enable people to navigate the complex relationships of families, friend groups, sports teams, workplaces, and cultivating a wide network confers health benefits. When people are actually connected socially, they have increased survival rates. Well, I believe that because we've seen that. And it says here there's a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, depression, and dementia when you're socially active, I guess. But the high cognitive demands of maintaining these factors, these beneficial social bonds, places a limit on the number of stable relationships we can maintain at once. To understand the limitations, Dunbar, Robin Dunbar, who is a British psychologist, examined our monkey, lemur, and ape cousins and found a connection between the size of each primate's neocortex and the size of its stable social groups. The data showed a neat line between the two variables. The larger the neocortex, the larger the social group. Okay, that makes sense. His peek into... Oh, so Robin's a guy. Okay, I thought Robin was a girl. Okay. The data shows that... Okay, so his peek into primal brains came from neuroimaging and reviewing studies that documented how grooming practices enable primates to cultivate relationships. These bonds create security, facilitate social hierarchies, and forge alliances that are linked to higher survival rates for individuals and their offspring. Dunbar found that chimps' average social group was about 50. Okay, I would never have guessed that. Dunbar found, okay, so based on a relationship between the size of the neocortexes of more than 30 primate species and the size of their respective social groups, he extrapolated the likely size of human social groups. The answer is 50, 150, I mean. See, I don't think that if you're talking about a true social group, I think 150 is entirely higher than I would imagine it would be. I think if you're talking...
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm thinking that...
I think that's associates.
Yeah, I would say that would... Yes, that would include people who you just know...
Work associates.
Yes.
Gym associates.
Yes, I think as far as friendships, friendship Close friends, I still don't think that anybody really has more than maybe 10. Well, yeah, 2 or 3 really close, but good friends, I would say someone you could actually trust and all that. I think we're really looking at maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 if we were lucky. But I don't think the problem is we overthink things as a culture, and I don't think that I can't. If I were to think about it right now, how many people would I really truly trust? Maybe 5 or 6, where I would trust them with. I don't even think that many when I think about it. There's very few people that I would not be afraid to say things to. There's very few people, and because humans are such scumbags, most of them. So, because people you think you can trust, you find out you can't.
You can't trust.
I don't know how many times that I walked away from a relationship because, they lied to me, or I think the chimps have a better grasp on that than we do, because I think we overthink things. The number is held steady since the advent of our species and is unchanged even in the digital age of social media. To test the theory, he dived into, I guess that's right, he dived into historical texts and archaeological data, and even studied church congregations. He found that 150 were affected in eclectic groups, including hunter-gatherer, kinship networks, Bronze Age communities, Anglo-Saxon villages in medieval Europe, Mormon wagon trains in the 19th century, and modern German trailer parks. What the? Okay.
I don't know what that is.
I guess he was taking a wide sample of groups, but I think that...
in churches, Mike, if you get into a large church, here's the problem. You don't know anybody.
Right. That's what I was going to say,
you have, what a lot of large churches do is break down into small groups.
Yes.
8, 9, 10 people.
Right.
That's your group.
That's
your friend group.
Yes. And even, I'm probably going to get in trouble for speaking about this, but even a situation recently with someone I know, they were in a church Bible study. And it was done via Zoom. And people were talking, and you would think, and I think there were, I want to say 10 to 15 people in that group. I don't know. I don't know the number. But this person was really upset because one of the people broke the trust. And that happens. That happens in groups, and that's and if it came down to it, I guess I'm back to 4 or 5 people that I would, if I would go any bigger than that group, I wouldn't necessarily feel that I could talk about things. And even that size group, depending on the topic, because you have everyone that, like some people don't like Tesla, so you don't want to talk about Tesla. So that doesn't mean that, one of my closest friends, I can't talk to him about politics because he's so far the one side. You can't talk. There's no
My sister and I could talk about many subjects. Politics and religion are not two we can talk about.
Yeah, it's really crazy. There's very few people. I feel I could probably talk to you about pretty much anything.
Yeah,
but
that's how I feel.
But most people, I don't feel that way about, because they may go off the handle about things. You and I know that if we don't agree on something, that's the way it is. That's
just the way it is.
But there was a time when I couldn't see myself talking to anybody about just about anything because I didn't feel comfortable with anybody. I've always felt like an outcast, and even this one situation happened to be that I said I was upset about this weekend. I didn't talk to anybody except I talked to Christine and this other guy. And that's the only people that I wanted to talk to about that situation. I wanted to talk to Christine because I know I can talk to her about anything. I wanted to, and the guy that I did end up talking to, the person that caused my stress, was a real close friend of his. He's not a real close friend of mine, but he caused me stress. But the guy I talked to is a close friend of mine, and I can talk to him about virtually anything. Even though it started out on the wrong foot, we got back on the right foot because we just had to take a breath about everything that we were talking about, and take a step back, and I realized that I didn't expect him to react the way he did, and I thought, oh, that was not what I expected. But I did expect him to pull back and reel it back in, and he did. So it was good because we had a chance to talk about it, and he said, what do you want me to do? You want me to talk to that person? Because that was his friend. I said, no, I just needed to get it off my chest. I needed to talk to you about it. And so it's all clear, but very few people could I talk to like that. And he's the kind of person that I've known this guy for 25 years. We weren't really close before. Past year, we've developed a very close relationship, and now we can both talk about virtually anything. And it makes me feel good because he's in my inner circle now, because I feel that I can trust him. And it's great. It's great to have those people. It's great, like I said, there's very few people. I could talk to you about virtually anything. Christine, I can talk to her about virtually anything.
After the mountain, Michael, after the being up on the mountain at my house, we can talk about anything.
And you're the only one that would probably understand. Well, there is a few others that would understand that, but
very few.
They're embarrassed by it, whereas we just accept it as our way of life. Hey, there's very few people that can relate to not having water in their house and not having a bathroom in their house. And so it was. Is that place even there anymore? Is that?
Yeah, but you and I have something in common.
Is that place even there anymore?
No, it's been plowed. It's been buried.
Oh, probably good, because we got a lot of things that need to remain buried there.
Yes.
But I'm just glad the sun came up like it was supposed to the next day, and
here comes the sun.
That was a really bizarre night. That's all I can say is about that. It was, and it was.
I think we were drunk.
Well, we were not drunk. I was not drunk because I didn't drink and do not drink. But I believe that the others were. I can. Let's see. Let's see. Rob was one there. Pete. What's that? What's the guy's name? Jeff. And me. And I think that was it, right? I believe that was the people who were involved.
Yeah, just us.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was just. I can't believe I remembered everybody, but yeah, that was a fun time, and yeah, I value that memory a lot because at that point I was still not very well cultured, and I was looking for friends, and that bonded me to some of those people.
That was a bonding experience.
Yeah, it was an interesting. I never would have imagined. That. Oh, that was a fun night. So. And it was all night because we did see the sunrise.
Yes, we did.
Oh man, that's yeah.
My memory of that is I was as drunk as I could get without passing out.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I remember being up on that, and yeah, it's up on a mountain, so you're parking your car on a hill. And I had this image of my
brakes going out and me flying down that hill. And but and actually my brakes did go out, but not on that hill, fortunately. So, oh man, because my brake linings. Where did that happen? Did it happen on that hill? Wonder if it did happen.
I don't know.
I think that might have been because for some reason I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else I got. Yeah, I've been holding on to this brain one for a while because I thought it was interesting. Okay, get rid of that. Now we'll go back to. Okay, Ryan Seacrest mourns the death of his father. His best friend had just died. I feel bad for him because I know we both know what it's like to lose our father.
Yeah.
What's it say? Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Ryan Seacrest is the Wheel of Fortune guy now? I guess he is.
Yeah. I guess he has multiple jobs. He does a lot of stuff.
Well, you know, it's funny because back in the days when he was just becoming famous, he was friends with Dick Clark. So everything that Dick Clark was involved in, he got involved in. And when Dick Clark died, he ended up getting the New Year's Eve thing. And I guess this guy is now doing crazy stuff like Wheel of Fortune. Or what was it? Was it Wheel of Fortune? I don't know. Anyway, I wish him luck. I don't hate the guy. A lot of people hated him because he was doing so well. I don't hate people for doing well. Then we got, weekend box office winner was Taylor Swift's Listening Party film that tops the U.S.-Canada theaters at $34.1 million. So we talked about other movie that made it big, but it didn't make it big because it was under $34.1 million. All right, come on. Okay, wait. Come on, give me it. Taylor Swift, man, she's got tons of money coming in everywhere.
Everything she touches turns to gold.
Yeah, you know, I actually, even though I don't really appreciate her music per se, I do appreciate her because she looks out for fans, and that's something that's kind of important. The highest grossing picture in the U.S. and Canadian cinemas this weekend wasn't actually a movie. It was about what was it? It was about the where was it? It was her listening party thing. Let me get it bigger so I can read it. Can't read it. The official release party of a Showgirl concert film dominated the box office, earning $34 million domestically, $16 internationally. The event highlighting the growing convergence of music and cinema as a theatrical event. So, yeah, I kind of I'm okay with that. I'm okay with her making that money because she does a lot of good things with her stuff, and she isn't obnoxious about it. Then we got. Okay, it says Box Office Pro reports the U.S. theatrical industry new record for digital cinema deliveries in major franchise openings and exhibition news. Let's see, I'm waiting for this to come up. I wonder if that's what I need. I need that. Well, let's see here. Box Office Pro. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. DC. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so okay, digital cinema deliveries. I don't know. I guess that means, what does that mean? I don't know. Toxic issues. Okay, U.S. Entertainment News site reports celebrity and showbiz and items including toxic media issues and rumored marriage pressures. So we got Ariana Grande and whoever that is, Ethan Slater. They're still together. I don't Jess Duggar gives a big health update. I don't know what that means. I guess I don't follow them. Oh, okay, so this is just a news site. Oh, I'll have to use this for the future. That's good to know. Huh. Okay. Dancing with the Stars. Okay. All right, well, I guess this is going to be... There's a bunch of things on there. I don't... Dancing with the Stars, or what's that, DSW? I don't know. Anyway, that's an article, or that's a site I think I'll use for upcoming stuff. Okay, next. Ship, micro dramas. Let's see. All right, Nicole Kidman joins the cast of Young People. I don't know, I guess that's a movie or a TV show or something. I haven't seen her name in the new. It says upcoming film is Keeper. Hits theaters this week, and it's already got Neon. I guess that's the name of the place at the production company. Has landed a very high-profile addition to the cast, with Nicole Kidman taking part of the movie. We've learned it will join the growing cast that consists of newcomers and veteran actors. I don't recognize any of those names, but what the heck. So, that's cool. Let's see. Okay, so that's done with that. Okay, so we got that. Come on. There we go. Whoop, we had it. Did you know they, did you ever watch Ice Road Truckers?
Yeah.
You know they,
watch a couple shows.
you know that they started that up again?
No, I didn't know that.
It started again. It's I started watching. I think they're up to 5 episodes now, and it has Lisa Kelly in it again, and has some of the other guy. There aren't. I guess there's only her and another guy that are returning. Well, I think there's 3 guys that returned, but it's pretty good. It's not the same format as the original, which is disappointing, but it's still a good show. And it's amazing. Those guys talk about having guts. I would not want to do that. There's just too many chances of not coming back alive.
Yeah.
But those people, they got guts to do that. I wouldn't do it. Oh, here's one. That's right. That's one. Soap made from Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. That's what we need. We all need a girls.
Sweeney's bathroom soap.
Whoever that is, yeah. I guess she's a celebrity. Weird news of the week, recap and reactions. The world of weird news never fails to deliver. This week has been particularly rich with stones that blur the lines between reality and satire. From celebrity bathwaters, soap, to animals causing international incidents. In the past 7 days, they've provided a treasure trove of bizarre headlines. So, here we go. The entertainment industry delivered one of the week's most eyebrow-rousing stories with news of soap made from Sydney Sweeney's bathwater hitting the market. The unusual product launch represents the latest evolution in celebrity merchandise. If I'm going to get something, I don't want somebody's bathwater.
I don't think so.
I mean, if you offer me her undergarments, I might be more likely to take it than her bathwater. That's just stupid stuff. I don't even know that I would want her undergarments, but still. There's law enforcement scandals and mishaps. Several disturbing law enforcement stories emerged this week, painting a troubling picture of misconduct and incompetence. In New York City, federal complaints revealed that James Caban, allegedly collected protection money from bars and nightclubs. Get this, James. This is just so bizarre. I can't even imagine this as being real. But so this guy, his name is James Caban or Caban. He allegedly collect protection money from bars and nightclubs by impersonating his twin brother, the police commissioner. So that'd be like, if I had a twin brother, it'd be like saying, going and pretending to be him and ripping off a bank or something, I just think it's really bizarre that kind of stuff even happens. Meanwhile, in England, a tragic case unfolded where 2 police officers waited outside a woman's house for 35 minutes while her husband killed her inside. Despite hearing the assault taking place, the officers spent crucial time consulting with supervisors about whether they should enter, ultimately arriving too late to save the victim. I mean, somebody should be held accountable for that. There should be...
Somebody should be sued.
Yeah. I mean, the guy definitely needs to go to jail that killed her, but they should be suspended. There should be something to happen in that. Additional law enforcement misconduct included a former West Mercia police constable receiving 8 months in jail for saving intimate evidence from revenge porn cases and inappropriately contacting victims. Even our cops, the people you think you should trust, are doing stuff that should not even happen. Animal chaos. Wildlife provided several of this week's most entertaining headlines. A peacock created an unusual hazard on a Colorado golf course, requiring animal control intervention to remove the bird from the fairway. In Florida, authorities removed 2 alligators from residential pools in a single day, while a bear was discovered napping in a condominium lobby under construction. Perhaps the most memorable animal story, involved a pelican that nearly triggered an international incident when it was misidentified as an incoming missile during near a military base, showcasing the absurd potential consequences of over-reliance on technology. Can you imagine, like, we're thinking we're being attacked by a missile and it turns out to be a pelican?
It turns to be a bird.
That's really strange stuff, man. Rescue operations. It says heartwarming rescue stories balance the week's more troubling news. Firefighters in Australia rescued a dog from a 26-foot deep mine shaft. And it says, while in New York, a kitten trapped in an underground pipe was coaxed out using recorded meows and will soon be available for adoption. I don't know if I'd want to adopt a cat that caused me that much anguish. So, yeah, that's some weird stuff. We're actually at the end of the show. I could do more, but... here's some... I'll save that for next week. I'm going to save this. This looks like good stuff. Okay, we did that. Let's finish with this. The worst opening line use on dating apps. What do you think?
That's pretty good.
I've been sitting on this one for a while, so because we've been blasting through these stories like crazy, like the past couple weeks, and so I have some stuff that is old. Let's see what the worst opening lines. Here we go. All right. If the first message you get from someone you matched on a dating app leaves you speechless, it's because you're worried by their good looks, witticisms, curious mind, and articulate nature. If that sounds painfully naive. Welcome to the apps in a modern dating. I ran into this stuff when I met Christine. I don't know if I ever told you the story when I met her. I got on Plenty of Fish because that's where I met Lisa, the nightmare of my life. And I got so mad at her, I didn't want to date anymore. All I wanted to do was go on. I found something I could do that made me feel better without hurting anyone else. I got on a dating app and I swiped left on every person I saw. Didn't matter how good looking they were, didn't matter anything. Didn't matter. I just felt better because I was like, oh, you're good looking? Swipe left. Oh, you're athletic? Swipe left. You're normal? Swipe left. It didn't matter. Well, when I came to Christine, I went to swipe left and I was intrigued by her. And I couldn't swipe left. So I got mad because I couldn't swipe left on her and I couldn't go to the next person without swiping one way or the other. And she swiped on me. She swiped right on me. And I thought, what am I going to do? Because I don't really dislike her. I just don't even know her and I don't want to know her because I was burned too many times. So I put it aside and turned off the computer and went away. And I thought, next day, she won't be there. So the next day, I went to swipe again, and there she was. I thought, shoot. Well, I thought, she's far enough away that we're not going to ever date anyway. She's an hour and a half away. I'm not going to date another girl that was that long because Lisa was an hour away, and I thought, there's no way she's going to want to date me because we're far enough away. So I said, fine, I'm going to swipe right so I can go to the next person. And no sooner than I swiped right, I hear this ding, and I thought, what? And she answered me already. She already wrote me an email. I thought, oh, well, what do I do now? I didn't expect that. And she was like being nice to me and everything. And I thought, well, I don't know. This is crazy. I thought, I'll tell you. I thought I'm going to meet her because what the heck? We're not going to be able to date anyway. And I'm not nobody wants to date me anyway. So I went down to her place and we went out to eat at a diner. I told her I'd take her to the diner. I didn't want to make it feel awkward or anything. And we had a good time, and it's kind of weird. And then went back to her place, and I started telling her about all the things I'm involved in and just trying to keep the conversation alive. And we hit it off, and it's never been the same since. We've had a good time. So we actually do meet people on Plenty of Fish that actually want a relationship. Most of the guys on that I was told a lot of people went to that app just to get laid, but that wasn't really my goal. My goal was to find someone that is kind of cool. So it worked.
Well, good for you, Mike.
Yeah, it's a happy ending. Anyway, what was I? Oh, this is true. This one here. You don't say hey or hi. I would get people saying hi to me, and then I'd say, hi, how are you? And they would never answer that. I'm like, what did I say wrong? All they would say was hi, and I said, hi, how are you? Trying to get the conversation to go, and that didn't work. See, you're hot. You don't ever say you're hot on a dating app. And I think part of the reason is that people think then that you're in it just for sex.
Okay, yeah.
And that's probably why you don't do that. Over sexual innuendos. Yeah, women don't go for that. I like this. I don't really date brunettes, but you're hot. That's two of them. That's two things right there that you don't do. What are you doing right now? Why are you on here? These are all questions you should not ask. What to say instead? Try a question and a comment. Not that we're looking. Lean into your playful side. Yeah, but a lot of guys think that your playful side is being sexual innuendos. And women do not want a sexual innuendo. But at the beginning, match their energy level. Well, you can't do that on a platform like that. You can do that when you're, I don't know, give voice messages a spin. Yeah, I think that there were voice messages. All right, that's it. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Sure.
You done?
Sure.
I thought that would be the case. All right, well, we're gonna let it go then, and we'll. Okay, as soon as this comes up, we can do this. Yeah, I think we had a good show. I think it's definitely. It was nice not to have sound issues this week.
Yeah, no technical difficulties.
Shh, don't say that. It's not over yet. Actually, the one we did have a small I don't think anybody noticed, but we did have a small technical issue. But no one's going to notice it because, it's just. Okay, there's the intro. Now I'm trying to find the. Darn it! Give me my library. I want my library. There we go. Playlists. There we go. There we go. Get this. I should have had it up and ready to go. Of course, we may not be able to get it to go. Come on, do it. Da 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 da. We're still the one. Come on. I swear this app, it works every 6th or 7th time I try it. I could have just played it on the. That's what I'll do. I'll just play it on the. If I can find it. There it is. All right. The things I show. Oh. Here we go. I will see you next week. You were supposed to stop. There we go. Okay.